green screen, bro.
I'm professional. What up, people? Damn.
What?
What up? All right,
What?
here we
Can
go.
I hear us? Can you hear me?
Yep. We live.
Okay. What it do? I can't see much right now. I'm trying to see as much as I can.
Yeah, we here now. What's up, people?
Oh, look at the people in here. What's up, people? All right.
We're
Yeah.
fashionably
Sorry,
late,
y'all.
like
Yeah,
usual.
facts. We're trying to make you guys wait. We know that you guys love us a lot, and we were like, maybe the more we get you guys to wait, right? You know, that's what we were saying. Remember?
Yeah,
when we said
exactly.
that?
Yeah. We did it on purpose.
Before we get to the college football of today, thank you, Nate. He said hit the thumbs up. I do want to say something though, Fishing, before you start. Your boy got a key card to the school, and so your boy official like a referee. That's all I want to say.
Official like a referee.
Official like a referee, my boy.
Like a referee, bro.
Anyways, all right, dog. Hit us with it. Do your thing,
Bro. People doubted me. People thought Nebraska was going to blow them out. Nebraska lost.
Really?
Nebraska lost.
Really?
Yep.
Now
it's
hold
true.
on. Now, when
it's
you
true.
say
It's
they
sad.
lost, though,
It's sad, but true. Nebraska lost.
now, did they lose by a lot, or a
No,
little
not
bit?
by a lot, but that's
about-
what Nebraska does best.
or
Best
about
3-9 team
350?
last year, and now they don't. They lose not by a lot, but they still lose.
Was it about 350?
It was about 350.
How much was it for real?
It was 3.
Oh snap! Okay.
Yeah.
What's up,
Yeah, it
Crimson
was
Brave?
Hey, what's up, dude?
True Seminole, are you here? He just asked for the link to your channel.
Yeah, let's put this in here.
I see him in here. Okay, all right.
Let's put this in here for the people.
Before you start,
Anybody can come in and talk. If anybody watched any of the games today, any thoughts you had, the Vandy game's coming up in about 2 minutes. 2 minutes, the Vandy game's coming on. So that'll be interesting. Yeah.
Why is TB frozen? Oh, hey, let me leave
TB,
this.
you frozen, bro.
Remove me from the studio. Or no. I'll leave and then I'll come back. Okay.
All right, bro. Yes. Shout out to y'all, man. Michael Hogue, Neo, Traveling Fools, my dude. Yeah. CJ, Colby's here. Jay Shipes. Yeah, I appreciate y'all coming in, bro. We got Nate the Great. And we got people in the studio already. So, yeah, this is going to be a great show. Let's get TB back in here. TB, what you doing, bro? Look at TB in here.
I had to turn the green screen off, my boy. I had to turn it off. So now you guys actually see a green screen behind me. But the thing is, the screen not green. It just looked green because it's a green screen. But it's actually
a green screen though.
Yeah, but it's red.
By definition, it's a screen that's green.
It looks green to you guys, but it's red.
Right.
The colorblind mode is on. Anyways, yes, dude. He's gonna put the link in the channel. I'll do my best to comment it as well. But
yeah, we got people on, bro. We got people on already. Who you want to bring in?
Before we start, who you about to bring in first before we go?
I'm gonna bring in True Seminole for now. We got Hog in the background, and I think we got Nate back here too.
Look, bro, my hair nappy, bro. I need to get it. Bro, let me get a hat, bro. This shit look terrible. All right.
Hey, bro.
What's up, guys?
What's up, dude?
Week 0 is in the books. Other than
it is in the books. Yes.
Thank you. 4 games, yeah. I can't talk long. I'm on the road.
No. You got True in? You got True in here?
Yeah, I'm in here.
Let's go. All right, look, man. First thing I want to say is, guys, I cried 3.5 times today because college football was here. It wasn't even good football. It's not
3.5 times. I like what you did there.
You saw it 3.5.
About 350 times.
About 350. Yeah. I just, I don't know what else to say except Nebraska. You let me down, and you didn't let me down easy. That's about how it went there, buddy. So yeah, that's really all I got to say. True, you hit us with it, bro. What you think about today, Mr. Seminole? True.
What's up?
What you think about today? What you think about college football today, sir?
Well, FSU played today.
Yeah, FSU played today.
How'd they do?
I loved it. We went. We.
Okay.
Sorry. I got a call.
You liked it? Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I liked it. We finally went 1-0.
Looked good.
First time in a while.
It was what? What was the score?
We finally went 1-0 for the first time in a long time.
Got you. Well, look, this is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna go ahead and go over the scores. That way we can kind of go break some stuff down. Is it cool if True stays on? Or I mean, if you want to bring somebody else on, we're gonna go through the scores and then we can
go ahead and start.
down.
I'll bring Hog on just in a minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, look, let's start it out. First one that we'll talk about is the Florida State game because we got Florida State man on here. All right. So it says right here, Florida State won 47-7. My boy, when the last time y'all won by 40?
Hey, bro. I bet.
Now it may be what is this? Dookie College. Look, bro, I get it. They might not be the best, but that's still a 40-point win. That's better than
bro.
Jacksonville.
You know, I like getting into betting lines. This time of year. So
yeah,
Florida State was a 45-point favorite, I think. Oh shit, he gone.
Oh really?
Yeah, a 45-point favorite. And so if you would have bet that in Florida State's part, they wouldn't have covered it.
Got you. Well, I'm gonna give you the stat line on it. We got Jordan Travis going 11 of 15 with 207 yards passing, but he had no touchdowns. Now, he had a rushing touchdown, but the thing is, they probably got up by so much they just pulled him out. You know what I'm saying?
Can we make sure Miss Pete gets a wrench?
Before
I'll look into that, bro.
I like it.
I will.
All right. The running back. Oh my God, bro. Oh my baby Jesus. Running back number one.
Hit me with it. What's up?
Florida State running back number 1, 14 carries, 127 yards, averaging 9.1 yards a carry, 2 titties. Okay. Running back number 2, 11 carries, 105 yards rushing, 9.5 yards per carry, 1 titty. Running back number 3, 13 carries, 101 yards. 300-yard backs, 4 titties on the God, bro, 6 TDs on the ground. They had how much is that? They had almost 450 yards rushing, bro.
Yeah.
Damn. Bro, what?
Florida State ran all over them, huh?
With Travis's 207 yards passing, these boys put up over 650 yards worth of offense.
Yeah, Nate the Great. You're gonna have to cam up for me, bro. Hey, that just ain't you, bro.
Check your settings.
Hey guys, sorry, I had audio issues.
You good?
Real quick before we talk Florida State, I want to ask you about it, but check your settings, Fishing, and make sure your webcam settings are on your regular webcam because it looks like it's on your laptop.
Shit,
just switch it over to you. But all right, Florida State, man.
Anyway,
first off, how you feel about Travis going 11-15, 207 yards passing?
That was really good. I like to see it. I mean, my favorite part about
it. We got a Michigan man in here.
Was him hitting the middle of the field. That was my favorite part. Was him attacking the middle of the field.
Good.
Well, you mentioned that last week, did you? Did you not?
Yeah.
Yes, I
did.
He
said that was a weakness of his.
Yeah.
That was a weakness, and now he changed my mind on it. He shown that he can look at that. It's Duquesne, obviously. Let's see him do it against a real defense.
And now, agreed, but doesn't it make you happy that at least the coach said, hey, you struggle with this. I'm the coach. I do my job. You no longer struggle with this. Simple as that. Simple.
Right.
That's
Baby
what a
steps,
coach
man.
should do.
Baby steps. You got to do it versus Dookie school first.
Dookie.
You know?
There you go. But what about this part, though, my boy? True Seminole, 3 running backs over 100. I thought it was Georgia. I thought I was
That's
looking
wild.
at Georgia, bro.
Yeah, that's wild.
That was awesome. That's the first time in school history that's happened.
Oh, I mean, and the fact that the carries, though, 14, 11, and 13, like, I'm just so happy that y'all's coach said, hey, let's spread the wealth right here. This team may not be the greatest, so let's get some carry. I mean, even your 4th string running back had 9 carries for 55 yards. That's 6.1 yards a carry.
It was amazing.
I'm gonna let you on in a minute, Hogue, and possibly Nate, if it's Nate.
My favorite part of the game was just showing that, Florida State finally getting back to that. We're better than you. We're going to dominate this team because we're on a higher elevation of competition. And that's just what you've seen it with the offensive line, just dominate, throwing. The lanes were beautiful for these running backs tonight. It was just a great game.
I heard the offensive line looked better, but I will say this, like you just said, Florida State has struggled with playing their ball game and not playing down to their competition.
Right.
Yeah. When's the last time Florida State blew out somebody 50-0 or 50-7? So it's a good sign.
Right.
We did it against UMass.
What do you say?
Right, yeah.
What do you say, True?
I said
Nate,
year.
Join back, bro. I can't tell.
Okay, hold on.
No, he wasn't talking to you, True. He was talking to Nate.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
all right.
It's Nate.
Let's do this then. All right.
Sorry, Nate. If that was you, Nate, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's hard to tell on here, Nate.
It is. It really is. And I'm not having that bullshit, happen over here. So
East
I'm
Coast
extra
Gridiron
cautious.
says Nebraska game was wild. East Coast.
It was. And guess who lost? And hey, East Coast. Who told you? Who told you, bro?
Yeah.
I don't know. I told him earlier in a chat. I hopped in his channel. East Coast has a channel. And he was talking college football earlier. And I told him, bro, Nebraska ain't about to cover this 12 points or whatever
East
it is.
Coast, that's the dude that does the game streams.
He does game streams. Yeah, he does a lot more NFL. Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, East, if you want to come in and talk about the Nebraska game with us, that'd be cool.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna drop this link again.
Drop the sneaky link on him. There you go. Now look, North Carolina is actually playing right now. This nice. So they're up 35-17 on Florida A&M. Now we know Florida A&M's decent. Last year they were decent, but North Carolina has got to finish this game out. Being able, like, they've got to. Oh, all
right, bro. Yeah, I got you, bro.
North Carolina.
Anytime. Sorry, TB.
Oh no, you're fine. North Carolina, their quarterback 22 of 27, 228 yards passing with 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. They're playing pretty balanced. They got 230 yards passing and right at 110, 115 yards on the ground right now. Third quarter with 7 minutes left. So they still got a lot of time, dude.
Yeah.
So Mrs. Pete said Florida.
This is why I like this, bro, because I mean we're live and there's still games on.
Facts.
Florida A&M.
Agreed. Now, Crimson, as much as I agree with that,
North Carolina and Florida A&M.
Yes. Oh, I agree with you. I do agree with that.
Let me do something here though, real quick, because I ain't.
You do what you gotta do.
Yeah,
bro.
I'm gonna let
bro.
Well, Hog has been waiting the longest. So I'm gonna let Hog on real quick.
Bro. Do what you gotta do.
Bro, I'm just gonna have to do what I gotta do, bro.
Do what you got to do.
I'm just gonna have to do what I gotta do, bro.
There you go. Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
What do you think though, bro? I mean, what about today? I mean, what do you think?
You talking about me?
Yeah.
You talking about TB?
Yeah, I'm talking about TB.
It was such a tease of watching football today.
Was it
it's
not?
like,
Yeah, it was.
And Crimson made a good point earlier. Crimson Brave said, what'd he say? Today was just a bunch of like trash games. Next week the real week starts. And it's like, I agree, but at the same time, it was like so nice to have football. It was like football good, football real good.
Football
like,
nice, football here, football good.
I hit hard, coach. I hit real hard. I'm telling you, dude, it was
bro, yeah,
super, super nice. But I guess I gotta. Oh, anyways, Jay Shipe said we want Vandy. That's my boy.
We want Vandy, bro. All right, so I'm gonna let bro, Nate, what are you doing, bro? Bro, this is why I have to do this because I don't know what Nate's doing.
What that man Nate doing?
Well, let's see. Let me figure this out real quick.
That's not Nate. That's not Nate.
Hold up.
Well, look, while you're doing that, I'm gonna say this. For all of the bigger teams, like your Clemson, your Alabama, your Georgia,
no.
Stop! It's your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Okay, that is Nate. I see what you were doing though. I like it, bro. You could have put me.
I'm sitting here like, bro, that's not Nate. Stop it.
Yeah, what's up?
That is Nate.
All right, Nate. Well, it's good to hear from you, buddy. Let's do a 2-for-1 real quick. I'm gonna let Hoggy in because Hog's been waiting.
And now in the left corner we have.
And then East Coast Gridiron would never join this channel again.
And in the right corner we have Michael Hogman.
Good. All right, guys, how you doing today?
And
we're doing great, bro.
All right, I gotta ask you this.
Hey, Pigskin Pete in the comments, bro. How you doing, bro?
What was the most?
Hold on, hey, hold on, Michael. Hold on. Why is Pete in the comments? Why Pete there and not here?
Maybe he just wants to. Maybe it's kick back, bro. It's Saturday night. He just wants to chill.
He's not here. Why Pete like the comments but not us?
10 seconds before Pete. All right, I'll tell you what. I'll do this.
All right.
What's that sound?
All right, my bad. Go ahead, Michael. Do your thing, bro.
All right.
Who's playing 90s hip hop?
I am right outside of a restaurant right now.
Okay.
Michael,
when did you go in?
No, you tell them to turn it down because you on the fishing and TV show. Bro.
All right. Hey, here's what I'm doing. I'm walking away. Anyway, I gotta ask, what was the more boneheaded play? What Pete Carroll did in the Super Bowl against New England, or what Scott Frost did today?
Oh, what Pete Carroll did.
In New England.
Yeah, but I gotta say this. So, and I was like, when I see that happen, if I was Trevor Rivers, I would have publicly went down to the field, called for timeout, and had Scott Frost in the middle of the field and publicly fired him in front of everybody.
Hey,
True.
Michael.
Yes. Yes.
Why you at a restaurant with music, bro? You go dancing?
You got an island in the Bahamas, bro?
My boy,
no.
He dancing,
dog. He living life, bro.
No, it's just that's how they do it and stuff
I'm
that.
Gonna need a right.
My boy Hogue hitting that. I see you, my boy.
Don't make me.
Hey, I'm
what?
Hitting the helicopter, bro. Hitting it on his table, dog. Just hitting the helicopter.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, don't time Crimson Brave out. Nobody.
All right. Just
not now, at least.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah,
do you think Nebraska lost that game more than Northwestern won it today?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting okay. Now I'm seeing it. Okay.
Yeah. Big play Slay. What's up, big dog? I don't think I've seen him before, but what's up, big dog? Yeah, Nature Boy facts, bro. Michael Hogue, you be throwing quarters.
Yeah.
I see what you doing. My boy Michael, he having a blast, bro. I'm happy though.
Yeah.
I want to have a blast.
All right, I gotta ask you this. Somehow, if North Dakota somehow shocks the world to beat Nebraska next week, which could happen, but I doubt it though. Is Scott Frost fired after the game next week if Nebraska loses?
That's not
not yet. Not yet.
No, that's not.
He's dialing up his own demise, in my opinion.
Yeah,
agreed. What's up, C-Dog?
TV, the one you're thinking of is North Dakota State.
Oh, okay. North Dakota State's where Carson Wentz was from.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, Hog. You got any final questions or anything?
Yeah, TB. What games are you guys watching next week? And TB, are you doing a live stream by any chance during the game?
What game?
That's a great question. TV,
next Thursday.
I'm gonna probably live stream Florida Utah.
What next Thursday?
No, Saturday.
Oh, I didn't know if you guys would do anything Thursday.
I don't know. Maybe we'll talk about that. Maybe there's some good games Thursday.
Yeah,
I would love to stream the Backyard Brawl and watch Pitt beat the hell out of West Virginia.
Yeah, because if you was going to stream the Purdue Penn State game, I was going to show you with 60,000 of my closest friends.
Right.
Nice.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yes.
All right, guys.
How many friends you got overall?
All right, buddy.
All right, I got to go because my battery's about ready to die. Peace out, butter up.
Go Blue.
See you, bud.
Yeah. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Oh. We got my boy back here. Hold up. TB, you ready for this, bro?
Okay. After that, it is what it is. All right, bring him on.
Nate, give me your thoughts real quick, Nate, and then I'm gonna let my boy on.
Oh, okay.
How happy are you that Nebraska won? Oh shit! I mean, lost.
I'm not surprised, actually. I actually knew it the whole freaking time.
Dude, it's Nebraska.
I know. That's why I gave up on them like 3 years ago.
He said, I know.
Nebraska, bro.
And there's nothing to do in Nebraska, but the biggest city in Omaha, biggest city in Nebraska is basically Omaha. That's basically in Nebraska. But and even that, there's nothing to do. But what I think about Nebraska,
do they have a Top Golf out there?
Yeah, it is. But
okay, well there is stuff to do out there.
Hawaii is already
and
up
they have
nothing over Vanderbilt.
I'm not.
Are they really? I gotta put this shit on.
I'm not gonna get all full info because I know you got guys has.
But you better come back on in a little bit, Nate.
Yeah, Nate, for real.
Okay, you want me to come back?
Let my dude on real quick because he's an NFL guy, so I like to hear what he thinks about college football.
Be in the back room though.
Yeah, for sure, Nate.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, dude.
The real TB? No, not
okay.
talking about it. What's up, D4? Y'all hit the like button if you haven't. If you have, hit it again.
Look at that hat,
What's
bro.
up, big dog?
Should I turn it backwards? Oh damn, I can't.
No, it doesn't fix the problem. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I can't, man.
I want to hear this though. Please tell me, what do you think about Travis? Well, first off, Travis in the 200+ yards, like perfect day today. I know he didn't have any touchdowns, but what did you think about his play style for today?
So, Fishing, I don't know why you on here trolling people, y'all. I'm a college guy first. And we just talk about NFL.
I don't know.
Nah, but check it out, though. The Jordan Travis situation, hey, man, this is what they needed to do. Because, like, we've been disappointed year after year after year after year. And I think Mike Norvell was like, we're not going to take no for an answer this game. And even if it is Duquesne, we're still going to smack him in the mouth. So, and that's what they did. I mean, 3 running backs had over 100 yards plus and 1 touchdown each. I mean, I know it's Duquesne, but at least it got everybody excited. And that's, I'm a Jaguars fan too, and I hope we do stuff like that. Oh, yeah. For sure. I'm not the biggest fan of Jordan Travis. I mean, Chuba Purdy going in Nebraska, they never really gave that kid a chance anyways, but, it is what it is, and that's who we're stuck with, so, but he played well. I mean, that one, what was it, that 50-yard pass that he had, that was a dot. I mean, he looked good. So I have no complaints here. Micah Pittman came in, made a couple plays. He showed off his speed a little bit and how versatile he is too. So I was a big fan of
like Micah Pittman a lot.
It was a big pickup for us. Like I know a lot of people are talking about all the other transfers that we got, but I think, with the offense and the the versatility that, I mean, if Mike Norvell's offense too, it's pretty run heavy, but he loves to throw slants and screens and things like that. Micah Pittman's the perfect piece to the puzzle. So I don't mind it. I don't mind it whatsoever. The way we played today was the way I expected us to play. I even told my wife that. I'm like, if we don't play hard, I'm gonna be very upset by come next week. I almost bought tickets to the LSU game. We was gonna go down to Louisiana. I'm like, I don't trust it yet, but now I wish that I would.
I ain't trying to go down there to lose. You know what I mean?
Yeah, straight up.
I'll say this though about Florida State. I've been high on Florida State over the summer, and I'm a Georgia fan. I have nothing for Florida State. No, nobody there, but was just excited to see you guys because I'm a huge fan of Jermaine Johnson. He's from Georgia, and it was like to see what he did there. I was like, okay, I paid attention. You guys were on the cusp of winning 4 games last year that you lost by 4 or 5 points. That if it went your way, everybody been like, wow, bro, FSU, they're back. And it's like to see you guys go in a game where you're supposed to win and actually dominate it and not play down to your opponent's level. That's what impressed me.
It was very reminiscent last year of what Nebraska did. I mean, we were one of those teams that were better than what our record says. But it also gave me hope for Mike Norvell too, because I got the same energy, and I'm a big Jimbo Fisher fan. I was upset that they didn't just build these damn facilities for the dude, and put some money inside the program, which they should have done. But after what I saw last year, what Mike Norvell did, and how close those games were, and how upset, and every single, I watch every single, press conference that he has after practice and everything like that, just talking to the media, and he's fired up, man. I can't say enough good things about the guy, and it took the sour taste in my mouth from what Willie Taggart had kind of came in with the team, kind of destroyed our program, let these kids do whatever they want. I think Mark Norvell last year ended up letting 10 players go and just told them, you're not part of this culture. You got to get the hell up out of here. Transfer, do whatever you got to do. This is not the Florida State way. So, I mean, I like it, man. I hope we don't let off the gas, and I hope these players play hard. And they seem like they do. They seem like they actually care. And that's been a long time, man. It's been about 4 years since we've seen that. Yeah,
they definitely have something to prove. I mean, you go 5-7 last year, and you miss a bowl game.
Well,
and they went out Florida, their biggest rival. I mean, Florida State's got some shit to prove, bro.
Our games have been so tight the last 10 years until Willie Taggart got there, and I'm like, this is unbelievable. This is, Miami's games have been tight. They've always played us really, really good as well, and those are the 2 main rivals. And it's like when Willie Taggart got there, that it started going downhill. And this is what I say on our show: Nebraska, Tennessee, and Florida State not doing well, and I threw Michigan up in there until last year. It's not good for college football. Regardless if you're a fan of those teams or not, it's not good for college football. And now we're seeing Tennessee starting to step up. I thought the Josh Heupel signing was awesome for them. I was a big fan of that.
And watching him coach has been great.
I feel like with the Josh Heupel thing, I think we're about to look at another Oklahoma.
Facts.
Because of the score.
That offense and defense, that offense is great, but that defense is doo-doo.
Yeah. So, Hendon Hooker don't play defense, man.
If they don't start recruiting on defense, which they have not, it could be a problem.
Yeah, for sure.
Take them, I think, another year, maybe 2 to establish that, because when they lose 25, 26 players in the transfer portal,
X-Wing, that's correct.
You cannot, you know what I mean? You can't, just like Florida State, the same thing. You cannot rebuild what Willie did in a year or 2. It's like Georgia Tech. That's a whole different day, just because you're rebuilding off the triple option. But anyways, Florida State, though, away from the offense, what did you think about the defense? I know Duquesne's not the greatest team in the world, but what did you think about what you saw from the defense?
Don't let my wife hear you say that. She's been correcting me. I thought their school's name was Duquesne too. She's like, it's Duquesne. I'm like,
Duquesne.
I don't see it.
Why's it got an S in it?
I don't know. I just know when we were up in Pittsburgh a couple weeks ago. Yeah. Oh, the S is silent. Okay, buddy. Do whatever you got to do.
You're right. It is Duquesne. It's French.
Oh, it's French. Oh, that's weird. Being in Duquesne. Yeah, Duquesne. Chef's kiss.
Right. Yeah.
Chef's kiss. But I thought the defense played well. That secondary is really, really good. Again, we're playing Duquesne, but they were pretty locked down today. They made them seem very, very confused. Pass rush, Jermaine Johnson spoiled us last year. He really did. But run stop has been pretty good. I mean, I really have no quarrels with what the defense did today. What I hope that they do against the ACC teams is beef up that pass rush because they're going to need the speed. Yeah. They're going to need the speed because, I mean, you got to go against Tyler Van Dyke and the rest of these guys. Like, and then once we go against Florida, you got to go against AR-15, man, and he's going to be running all up and down on you. So
I'll say this, though. What I hope for Florida State, pass rush is hard to come by because you know it takes that one or two players that are just outstanding. But if you guys can control the pocket, you may not have your sacks that you had last year, but if you can contain the pocket,
blanket the quarterback
and your Anthony Richardsons, they ain't gonna do as much as they're used to doing because I mean that's what those guys get it. Those guys get their yards because the pocket breaks.
Well, that's what you got to do. You like you said, you got to contain it. But if you got somebody that can take the top off the defense, I mean,
exactly. You force that player to have to pass. Show us that you're a pocket passer.
Yeah, right.
So
I want Travis J to be really, really good. Yeah. And the pass rush is only going to help that. A great pass rush always helps any secondary. But I'm glad that they did it by themselves today. That was the good bread and butter play of the whole defensive scheme today was that safeties hit hard, cornerbacks were tackling really, really well, and they covered really, really well against a school that had a lot going in, saying that Jacksonville State came in and upset us last year. Why can't we do it? So the odds weren't in our favor at all. I mean, you can see the spread and everything, but like
I was about to make a joke.
No, hey, dude, like I'll be the first one to tell you, I'm a Jacksonville fan too. I step back, I'm like, bro, we are ass. Like I ain't even gonna front. I'm the most realistic fan out there, and I've been saying Florida State's been butt. Like it ain't gonna hurt my feeling that everybody else is calling us butt too. But I think this year, if we get to 9 wins, I'm happy. Get us to a good bowl game.
Now, in your opinion, is that what it takes for Norvell to keep his job? Like, what do you think it takes? Because I've talked to people, they say 7 wins at minimum to keep his job.
I know that from the outside, I'll tell you what happens inside of Florida State. I know you guys pay a lot of attention to it, but like just being part of the forums and the war chant, forums and everything, the boosters do it. That's our front office. Like whatever they don't like goes. For what was like Norvell's or Willie Taggart's contract, didn't they spend like $17 million to get him out of there, but they couldn't build facilities? Like it's ridiculous. But whatever they say is an overarching thing for the president of the school to start.
Bro. That's a problem.
It's a huge problem. We've been saying that for years. Like we understand the boosters give us a lot of money, but do they really need to? Because Florida State's success is what's going to bring in money. Our fan base. If the SEC said Florida State, come on, that's not because of anything but tradition.
Yeah,
that's going to bring us more money because we're going to be playing better teams. The games get better. So for them to have like this overarching thing of like the boosters just holding this money bag over their head, like, well, get rid of the coach. We could pay for whoever we want. We could bring them in. Like,
man,
I don't know
what that reminds me of.
What?
Auburn.
That straight up.
You know what I'm saying?
Straight up. Yeah, man. And Big Play Slay, he's a big Auburn guy, and it's the same thing, man. If they don't beat Alabama, everybody's disappointed. But nobody can blame them for not beating Alabama. As long as Nick Saban is there, they're gonna either be undefeated or lose one game. It just is what it is.
Well, they don't gotta beat Alabama. They just gotta do something.
Oh, facts.
Facts. That's just Auburn. I mean, that's the expectation. I mean,
you can't lose to Mississippi State when you're ranked 17.
Right. Yeah, I mean, a lot of fans tend to forget, like, these big programs like Florida, and I include myself in this. But when you're successful in the past, and then you have bad years, the fans just accept. They just want more, and the program might just not be up to that. And Dante, you're in the same, position.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Florida State fans have been wanting more for years. Too many years now, to be honest.
I mean, everybody talks about the Ohio State-Michigan rivalry and all these other rivalries, man. But in the 90s, let's think about it. It was Miami, Florida State, Florida State. Those are the games that you looked at. You know, when we played Nebraska, people look forward to that game. We were scheduling them almost every freaking year ever since we lost the national championship to them. Like, come on, man. Like, this is nothing new. When we win, when Nebraska wins, when Tennessee, when Michigan wins, it's all good for college football. And now, you know, it's going to be the same thing when Florida's not playing well. They're just the household name teams. When they're not playing well, it's never good. And I know that, you know, to get on to like another tangent here with the whole conferences combining with each other, it's only strangleholding that more. I like the idea, but do you think the Nebraskas and Tennessees and Michigans and Florida States are going to be? It's going to be hard to stand out, man. Like,
yeah, well, because you're creating. If it does happen, and we ain't doing no golden Bluetooth stuff around here, but
straight up.
No, but I mean, if it does happen, you know, you're gonna have loaded conferences with, and if you talk about conference championships or anything like that, you're gonna have teams with multiple losses. Even though they could be the best team in the country, they'll have 2 or 3 losses. I mean, I'm just not a fan of that. I like teams that can stand out and that can literally prove themselves in the schedule where it's manageable but not too easy. You know what I'm saying? I like that kind of thing.
It's going to ruin the legacies of a lot of schools that we've grown to love. I mean, because you guys are probably like me. It don't matter who's playing on
anymore.
Exactly. Whoever's playing on Saturdays and Sundays is not going to matter anymore, because the same 5 teams are going to win over and over and over because they're going to be able to recruit well with all the success that they're going to have up to that point. So that's where everybody's going to want to go when you start combining.
Yep.
The teams that are used to getting 6 and 7 and 8 wins a year and getting to a bowl game every year, they're going to become your 1 and 2 win teams now because of this happening, which is going to totally ruin the legacy of these teams completely. And we're going to be looking at Division II schools that are really Division I schools. Like, it's going to be insane, man. I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah, I'm not really either. You know, I mean, and there's multiple things that go into it. You know, it's NIL. It's a lot of stuff. I mean,
and I think that's more of it too.
It really is. NIL.
You said that earlier on our show with the Nick Saban thing. Like, the NIL is restricting him for getting paid probably what he deserves to be paid.
Exactly. And the point I brought up was Tom Brady has multiple times he's took less of a salary because he knew his team needed a salary cap to get the best players in, and Tom Brady did that. And I mean, I'm not saying Nick Saban does that, but I'm saying if Nick Saban wanted to win and he had to do that, he would do it.
Yeah,
I believe so too. Winners win regardless of how they have to win. And you bring up a good point. Tom Brady does not get enough love for what exactly he's done as far as like money. Money is the biggest thing for teams having success in the NFL. Just call it what it is. You know, why the Chargers are going to have so much success is because they manage their money really well to bring in those players. Granted, those players might only be there for 2 years, but you have to be out of your mind to think that Khalil White and Joey Bosa are not both going to have great years this year.
Fact.
You have one. Yeah. Khalil Mack is an underrated tackler, and that's something that they needed with Kaiser White being gone to the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? He's going to fill in very, very well and can rush the quarterback. But that's neither here nor there. You know what I'm saying? Like, money is a huge thing. But yeah, you bring up a great point, man. That was an excellent point.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. TB, what you think? I mean, obviously, it's NIL that does a lot of stuff. Florida man, Jinx. Okay.
I don't know. I think, like you said, NIL.
Slim, put up or shut up, bro.
The one thing the NIL is going to help are teams like your Tennessee, your Miamis, Texas A&M, Florida State, whatever, because that's exactly what's happening. Miami is using NIL like it's a religion. They are getting kids to commit. You know, you got Tennessee doing the same thing, throwing the bag at people. Texas A&M just bought their first class last year, working on the second class this year. Texas paying $50,000 per lineman to recruit, paying $75,000 for skill players. You got Arch Manning, that man about to make a whole, close to $1 million, and it's like Quinn Ewers and Arch Manning, $2 million quarterbacks on the, like, it's okay with me because I'm a Georgia fan, and maybe that's why I feel different. Kirby gonna recruit regardless. We don't have to pay people. We got sponsorships that pays kids, and his mindset was, if you can't sustain that way of recruiting for the next 10, 15 years, then it's worthless. If you're just trying to buy a temporary pass on having a good team, that's not how you do it. Like you got to be able to say, like we had Brock Bowers last year, highest paid tight end in college football. We had Kelly Ringo, highest paid cornerback college football. Like
Kelly Ringo,
Keely, whatever. It's like for me, it's exciting because if he thinks that way, I ain't got to worry about us buying a class. We'll have a top 3 class because people know I can go to Georgia. I can play 1 year out of my 4 or 5 there. Watch me get drafted and go make money, and I'll be developed where I'll have a 10-year career. Like I don't have to just go make the bag in college and then go have a year or 2 in the NFL because I didn't develop. I wasted my whole college career worrying about the bag. Like,
yeah.
So that's where I'm excited as a Georgia fan. But it is what it is.
You got to play the game. I mean, regardless, whatever cards are dealt to you, you got to play the game. And the unfortunate thing about our sport is there's a lot of, and I'm not saying racial, but I'm just saying in general, there's a lot of impoverished, guys that play for schools that want to do well for their family. And case in point is somebody like Jonathan Taylor that went from he could have been statistically the best running back in college football history if he would have stayed like 3 or 4 more games projected. But the reason why he went out before his senior year is because to get the bag. A lot of these players are going to stay later now to build legacies instead
because
of
they have money. Yeah,
because they have money. They take care of their family. I want to build a legacy now, which that's a positive for the game of college football.
Agreed.
But now we look back upon those players that came out early that didn't do too well, that could have built a legacy in college football, could have been some of the greatest players that we've ever seen stay behind. But I can't tell another guy that's in a different situation than me that has grown up eating mayonnaise sandwiches all his life that he can't go to the NFL and do better for his fan. Do better for his fan. Oh, I know what it's like, bro. Eating Miracle Whip sandwiches ain't no joke, bro.
Now, then flip that from the high school to college where it's like you could go to
hold on. I'm gonna let Slim in here real quick.
Okay.
It's gonna be interesting because we got a Miami man, a Florida man, and a FSU. So this is gonna be great.
But it's like you could go to Memphis because Memphis will pay you. Because
Memphis is doo-doo.
Like
Memphis is doo-doo.
When Mike Norvell left, it was pew.
But if they're trying to pay you money and they're paying you more than what the scholarship you have to go to a bigger school that can develop you, you've been growing up eating mayonnaise sandwiches, you're not going to go get the bag now? Or are you going to trust that you got to wait 2, 3 years, 3, 4 years to go to the NFL and get it? Like now you're kind of putting the kid in a tight spot. I can take care of my family now, but I'm also sacrificing my development.
Yeah, and what you're doing and what you're going to see is like, let's say people like me, right? I didn't grow up in the best situation, but if FSU was to give me an offer and they say, hey, you can stay here all 4 years and build your legacy, you'll start as a freshman and you can bring us championships and you can, increase your stats if you were to stay, that's an easy decision for me because it's my dream school. You don't see that a lot now. It's, I'm going to go to the best school possible to get a championship while getting an NIL deal, while playing with really good players. I don't really care about, I'm not saying that these players don't care, but that's from the outside in. It's like, I don't care about that other stuff. The stats don't, I want to get a championship and get my money and then get drafted. We don't see that tradition happening anymore. So, and it sucks.
What's up, Slim?
I don't know. Apparently Florida man wanted to smoke.
I didn't say anything bad.
You said he wanted to smoke or he wanted the smoke?
I didn't say nothing bad.
Man, he's jinxing my quarterback. Keep my quarterback's name out your mouth.
Hey, bro.
I don't need no jinx on Tom Brady winning another Super Bowl. I just need me another Super Bowl before he goes.
You just got to have one more, bro. You're just not happy with it. You got to have one more.
One more and I'm okay.
Dude,
yeah.
It's hard. It's hard in these streets being a Tampa Bay fan.
Yeah.
Dante,
is it really though?
Dante, who's your NFL team? Is it Tampa?
Jaguars.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, it's a little worse being a Jaguars.
Yeah.
the worst team ever.
Other than the Jets.
Oh no, they got history.
Yeah,
we don't. Yeah, we gotta make people like Christian Kirk the 4th highest paid wide receiver in the league to bring him in.
Yeah. Well, you got Penny in the Jets.
I mean, the only thing the Jaguars can really hang their hat on is they buried Dan Marino when he retired.
That's true.
That's about all they got.
That's true. Our best days have been past us. I mean, how do you have one of the best defenses of all time, and then the next year you bring in Tom Coughlin and get rid of everybody?
Well, Tampa did the same thing. They won the Super Bowl and got rid of everybody.
You think they got rid of them, or they wanted to leave for bigger paychecks?
No, when they won in 2002, they traded away Warren Sapp. They traded away John Lynch. They traded away Simeon Rice. I don't think they traded away Barber. I think he stayed. Brooks stayed until they just outright cut him. How the hell do you cut Derek Brooks? Like, who in their right mind does that?
Florida State.
No, I'm talking about when Tampa just cut him.
No, I'm just saying that's where he went. I always say that
I know.
when you guys mention the FSU player.
I was a big Derek Brooks fan. I got nothing against him.
I mean, yeah, it's very similar though. It's very, very similar.
I'll say though, y'all feel bad for you guys. Like, I'm spoiled, bro. I'm an Atlanta Falcons fan, bro. We great every year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we know, bro.
Last year we went
No, you're
17 games, bro. Like
y'all are great.
You're a legend in your own mind. That's what it is.
Yeah.
No, he's half right. Atlanta is
Half
great
right.
for the
He said
first
half
half
white?
of every game. No, I said half right.
but I am half white.
Hey, bro.
Well, I
Oh,
know
me too,
that.
man.
Hey,
Hey, bro.
You're looking out, bro.
Hey, we can
There's two
create
white
one
people-
more white
there's
person,
two
one more
white
black
people in
person.
here, and there's two half white people in here. So I like the ratio.
I mean, nobody blows a halftime lead quite like the Falcons do.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. That's what we're spoiled, bro. Like they give us enough to where we're like, oh man, this is what it feels like. But then they give it to the other team because we're real nice, bro. We got good value.
Oh, 28-3. Oh,
So Fishing knows I'm a graphic designer, man, and I just had to say what Nike did to you guys' uniforms was blasphemous. Them shits are so ugly.
what, ours?
No, the Falcons.
Oh, yeah.
They're hideous.
Bro,
Now they're not.
they got
See, Fishing still has to deal with the title of worst uniforms ever because Florida had them Ninja Turtle uniforms about 10 years ago.
Sir,
Are you talking about the
when has
gator
green
skin
and
ones?
orange Ever
Yeah.
looked good? No.
Oh, yeah.
I know what you're talking about, though. You're right. Those were horrible. They were hideous.
Those were terrible.
No one can
hideous.
ever do like an animal style uniform ever again outside of Oregon. When Oregon did like the orange socks with the orange face mask,
Yeah.
I mean that looked cool, and you're like, okay, they're obviously ducks, but don't do the sublimated skin pattern. Like, nah, you messed up.
Yeah, nah.
You had to take an L that day.
Well, you have to remind me of that, bro.
Hey, tell Sora, man, in our chat like that you didn't like him either because he loved them.
He loved them.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, we lost in them, so yeah, I will tell Sora. Lost to A&M with him, and A&M wasn't good then either.
Trying to think. I need to go. I'm gonna pull up North
I
Carolina state for today.
Man, I put something in the chat a minute ago. North Carolina was only up by 9 with a minute left in the third quarter. I told everybody North Carolina was a fraud.
Hey,
They peaked already.
them HBCUs just don't cut it these days, man.
They were supposed to have like 20 sacks against these boys. They didn't have none of their starting offensive line in this game.
I know. You
I-
talked
I
about
try-
that.
I've been telling
They had like 20
everybody
what?
all
21
offseason.
starters out.
21 starters, all 7 of
21
their offensive
starters
line.
out for Florida A&M, and North Carolina can barely separate 2 touchdowns.
That's wild, dude.
They're
It's
not even
49 to
good.
24 now.
Man, what, Jesus Christ!
They shouldn't even put
Okay,
24
so
up on them.
Not
They're
really.
starting to run
No.
away in the fourth quarter. It was 24-35 a minute ago when I looked at
It
it.
don't matter. I'm still disappointed.
Jeremy Musa,
Yeah, it
their
shouldn't be
quarterback.
that close.
Jeremy Musa, their quarterback, is actually having a good game. 25 for 33, 262, and 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. How the hell?
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
he
Tyler
going
Van
off,
Dyke
dude.
is going to have a field day on that defense.
Dude, North Carolina's quarterback, 27 to 36, almost 300 yards, 5 touchdowns. And I know he's supposed to have that, but
But he should have did the Mac Brown. I don't know why they didn't do the Mac Brown special. Throw it 70 yards down the field every time. Like
all I've heard out of Luke Walker for 2 years is about that one fucking game in Miami. Miami's fixing to. Tyler Van Dyke might put up 600 yards passing on that defense.
Stop it.
Oh, he ain't lying.
It ain't gonna be that much.
Okay, you know what? We have we have a Florida State fan here. We have an objective person. This fool here in the top left.
An objective person. What?
Hang on. This scholarly individual in the top left of your program here.
Yes.
Tried making a valid argument on a show that Anthony Richardson is a better quarterback right now than Tyler Van Dyke.
Bro, we've talked about this. Anthony Richardson is not a better quarterback, proven. We've discussed this multiple times.
You know, watching
not proven, but potential-wise, way better. But
watching the tape, his ceiling has not been reached yet.
Yeah, it ain't.
Tyler Van Dyke wasn't that impressive to me, to be honest. So I might have to side with Fishing on this one.
Good, but he's being way overhyped. I ain't gonna lie. These Miami fans think that Tyler Van Dyke is just over the moon, bro. He's not that good. I mean, he's good. He's definitely good, but he's not like people are talking.
How are you going to say he wasn't that impressive when he's
out there 6-3 as a starter?
Hang on. No, he's not.
Yeah, 6-3.
He's 7-1 as a starter.
I had to look that back up. That's the last time I looked it up.
He's 7-1 because he didn't even start 9 games. He started 8. The only one he lost was North Carolina.
So he played in 9 games. That's probably what it is. Anyway,
well, he played in some other games. Yeah. But the point I was about to make, how are you going to say he wasn't that impressive when he's out there breaking Jameis Winston's ACC records?
Look, Tyler Van Dyke plays really good, and he throws good and all that, but he doesn't make those NFL throws that you see other quarterbacks make. I mean, he doesn't do anything impressive.
I'll tell you what I saw, Slim, from watching the tape. He has every intangible to be great, right?
Tell him.
But those receivers last year, it was very reminiscent of how I thought Trevor Lawrence was.
And there ain't no receivers on that team this year, really. You got Jalen Knighton, and that's about it.
Jalen Knighton's a running back.
I know, but you're going to need him in the receiving game because there's no receivers.
Okay, and how do you figure that when that receiving room's littered with 4- and 5-star talent?
Well, I mean, you might have some people step up, and hopefully so.
Last year was the problem because they were so young. And
yeah, but you had Charleston Rambo last year, and still, it was still, a light room. Just wasn't much.
You had 2 receivers with experience. You had a whole bunch of inexperienced receivers. Now those receivers have experience.
Yeah, but they didn't. They're not very good.
Based off of what? And see, you're also basing your assessment. Hang on.
Well, I mean, people tell me that Florida's wide receivers are horrible, and then I can point.
Let me finish my sentence.
Go ahead.
You're also basing your assessment off of Van Dyke on his freshman year.
I agree with that.
With his second offensive coordinator. This fixed to be his third offensive coordinator.
And I'm not saying I have problems with this. Like, I think Van Dyke is a good quarterback, and like you said, it was his freshman year, so I'm not having problems with this. But people that are giving him God praise, that's what I have a problem with.
Well, I'm basing it off of he was a freshman, redshirt freshman, so he's going to get better. And he threw for in the 8 games that he started, he threw for 3,000 yards, 25 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions.
I'm looking at it right now.
It says that he was 5-3.
Yeah, it says 6-3 when I looked. But
well, it's because he came in that Central Connecticut State game. He came in halfway through and threw 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Well, him and Jake Garcia were swapping back and forth in that game. Derek King didn't play at all.
Yeah, we'll do that. Will you post the link, Fishing?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you just did. Appreciate it. And it's like I'm looking here. They beat Duke.
Like the Michigan State game. He came in that one when Derek King got hurt.
Got you. It says his best.
Yeah,
games were-
where's Jake Garcia at? Is he
He's
on a
there.
milk carton, or is he just not good enough to start? Like, what's going on here?
He broke his foot last year.
Did he? Did he for real?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's back, and
Yeah, I won't talk
what
shit
everybody
about
said
that.
had
I
a
mean,
good camp.
I was curious.
Well,
Yeah,
and like
he got
right
hurt.
here, it says his Tyler Van Dyke's best games were against Duke, Virginia Tech, Florida State, and Georgia Tech. Which I didn't know I didn't know they lost to Florida State. I didn't know he
Yeah.
lost. To
And he had 4 touchdowns that game.
Yeah,
Yeah, and,
it's like-
and that was the Jameis record that he broke, was consecutive games of at least 300 yards passing and at least 3 touchdowns.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I see. And it's like, I'll be honest, not many quarterbacks can throw more than 40 attempts and be great. It's pretty tough. A lot of quarterbacks, I guess just because I'm a Georgia fan, I see a lot in the SEC. A lot of quarterbacks can't throw over 40 plus attempts and do really good. And it's like he had 49 attempts, 47, 42. Like, he throws the ball a lot.
That's why I like Will Rogers. We watched the tape on him, and he threw. Me and Fisher were going back and forth from this. He threw like 50, 60 times a game, but he still had like a 77% completion percentage or something like that. And I'm like, wow, regardless of what anybody said, that's still impressive to have that completion percentage.
And Van Dyke was high 60s.
He's 62. Well,
you know what I'm curious of, and then I'm gonna let Mayhem on after this. But what I'm curious of is, Tyler Van Dyke had all them numbers last year, but Mario Cristobal is gonna come in and run a whole new system. Is he even gonna let this guy throw that much?
He's gonna be run heavy.
He's gonna be run heavy. And
y'all are basing it off of what Mario.
I'm
what
basing
the
it
last
off of
offensive
Justin Herbert.
coordinator
That's
did.
what I'm basing it off of.
But you guys are like the number one.
But you're basing it off the offensive coordinator he had at Oregon. He doesn't have that offensive coordinator here.
Well, he's got the Michigan offensive coordinator, which was run heavy too.
Yeah, he was run heavy because he had to be. That's what he had.
Well, I'm just saying he hired who he wanted to be, but that's what I'm saying. Like Miami's going to be run heavy. That just is what it is. It's obvious that's what Mario wants to do. So that's all I'm saying.
Josh Gaddis, but you're completely missing my point. Josh Gaddis ran pass heavy when that's the personnel he had to work with.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm asking. Is it going to be?
He tailors his offense depending on what he has, and actually, I think it's going to be more balanced this year than it was last year.
I would say so too, but that's why I say that though. I just I would like to see them be more balanced.
I was about to say it needs to be more balanced because that's not fair to force your quarterback to have to throw 48, 49 times a game. Like losing to Florida State, he threw 47 attempts. Like that's not fair to him.
Mayhem, I'm gonna let you in just a second, buddy.
So that's all I'm saying is it would be nice. It'd be a lot better to see Van Dyke have a balanced offense and see him throw 30 to 35 times, but be able to have a high completion percentage and show, some quarterbacks need a bunch of pass attempts to get going. They need to be able to get going. And Van Dyke, since he's already had his breakthrough, it'd be nice to be able to see him lower the attempts, raise the percentage, but keep about the same yards.
Well, some of that is going to be dictated also by the personnel because you have to look at what Miami had last year. Their offensive line was great at pass blocking, dog shit at run blocking. So that necessitated more passing.
Speaking of,
they had like 3 injured running backs. I mean, they were down to just 2 running backs. So they were a little more conservative when it came to running the ball. And worrying about somebody getting hurt.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Speaking of running backs, I mean, Miami, Jalen Knighton, but there's not much else there.
What are you talking about?
Enlighten.
They've got Don Chaney Jr. back, who was better than Knighton.
That sounds like a politician.
No, go back and look at 2020. Don Chaney Jr. is better than Knighton.
All I'm saying is that they haven't done anything crazy. I'm not saying y'all don't have running backs. And obviously y'all have talent. Manny Diaz brought in plenty of talent for y'all. But I'm just saying I haven't seen much.
Chaney tore his ACL in the second game last year.
Oh, okay.
So he was out. He was out most of the
Yeah,
game.
because that's what I thought. Because he only had like 44 yards or something like that.
Yeah.
Rushing.
Yeah. Now he did great in the opening game when they rushed for 450 yards.
Gotcha.
All right,
Is Cameron Harris still there?
Nah.
Or did he graduate?
No, Cameron Harris is gone from the looks of
he
it.
gone.
The transfer from Ole Miss, Parrish is going to be third string.
By the way, Vandy is up 14-7, guys.
I can't get the damn channel, man. I'm upset.
It's all good, bro.
I've been trying this whole time, and I can't watch the damn game. I'm pissed.
Look, bro. It's exciting.
It's Vanderbilt. I gotta watch this, bro. This is important to me.
What'd you say, D-Sub?
Hawaii doesn't have Day Hunter anymore, man. He was a cheat code.
Now, I did want to disagree with something Tiger said though. You had brought up the point of, players going to Georgia because they know they're going to get them in the league and have 10-year careers, but you have absolutely no evidence of that. Number one, Kirby hadn't been there long enough for you to figure that out yet.
Well, I know Georgia right now since 2000 leads the whole college football in most linebackers in the NFL. Or put into the NFL since then.
But Curly's only been there, 6 years?
I'm saying
you don't have that. I'm saying you don't have that longevity yet.
If Mark Richt did it, I'm saying if Mark Richt did it, seeing what Kirby's done with these last couple of years, I would bet all of my money in anything I've ever gotten in the next 30 years of my life on it. So, I mean, literally, to you Bama fans out there, Nick Saban has 0 number 1 picks. Even though he's the greatest coach ever, to some people, Kirby got 1. So, I mean, it is what it is. Develop talent, whatever it is.
I think that's kind of overhyped. I think a better.
Oh, I mean, it is. To teams that haven't been good lately, I get it.
I think a better metric to what you're looking for, dude, you can't find a draft that doesn't have a Miami player in it.
All right, hey.
That's fine. You can't find. There's a lot of teams that get players drafted.
I'm gonna let Mayhem in. Hold on.
Sorry.
I'm gonna let Mayhem in. Dante, I appreciate you coming on. You don't have to stay, but you're definitely welcome to. So that's up to you.
I'll just check you guys out, man. Yeah, appreciate you letting me come on, man. Anytime you need me to come on, just shoot me the link. You already know.
Yeah, dude, I do appreciate it, bro. That's my boy. I put your channel in the comments a few times.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah. So check my boy out. It's East Coast Gridiron. He does some good stuff. For real.
Appreciate it, guys. Have a good night, man.
Hey, dude. Appreciate it, dude. Yeah.
No, and while you're putting Mayhem in, on a realistic side, man, what the hell is that? Boy, put on some clothes. Thank you.
Bro,
this man out here with his meat out. God, boy in there cooking unseasoned
Mayhem,
chicken and everything. God,
what?
Man. Listen, all right, hold on. What I'm saying is, what I've been so excited about with Kirby.
Is that one of them LGBTQs?
Bro, no, you put him in, bro. He good. But what I've been excited about with Mark Richt, seeing what he did, and then seeing Kirby step it up. Kirby made me happy when, not this past year, but the year before, he put the most players in Georgia has ever put in the draft. And then this past year, put the most players in ever in college football history in a draft. He put 5 defensive players in the first round, which was also another record. And it's like, it just, like I said, for me, he got to be doing something right. It's not.
I'm not at all saying that he's doing anything wrong. Don't get me wrong. It's not all what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you're going to have to give it some time to see if that statement's going to ring true.
I agree completely.
And to me, a better stat as far as being able to determine that is see how many players you end up with in the Hall of Fame.
I say that, but to me, a Hall of Fame just means that you were an above average player. There are a lot of players that play for 10, 15 years that don't get into the Hall of Fame.
Exactly. I mean, that's exactly my point. And I brought this up because Webster was going on one of his rants yesterday or the day before. And I told Webster, I said, okay, you get all these people drafted, but exactly. I mean, what has Alabama really produced in the NFL outside of Derrick Henry? Julio Jones could have been great, but he can't stay healthy. Amari Cooper
went to a shit team.
Yeah.
Well, I don't like that argument. I mean, Bama's had very good players to go to the NFL. I mean, I don't like that argument, but I know what you're saying.
Hall of Fame, though.
I know what you're saying.
If Fish and Football has 5 guys in the Hall of Fame, and they played 10 or 15 years, but I have 50 guys that played 10 or 15 years and only 2 guys in the Hall of Fame.
Right.
Like, I'm choosing the guy that put
like,
40
bro,
or 50.
it's Alabama. I get you there, and then you determine the rest. Like, that's my job. I get you there.
All I'm saying
Well,
is,
especially running backs in particular, I think Nick Saban kills their NFL career before it starts. I think he wears them the hell out.
Yeah, thank you. Look at me and Slim Shady agreeing completely on something. I've said
like I said,
that
I mean, look at Derrick Henry. It took him catching a second wind in his career, in his NFL career, to really take off.
What's up, Mayhem?
I just wanted to comment on well, number one, right before y'all got on, I was talking to Fishing, and I predicted 41-7. It was 47-7, so I was pretty close on my prediction with the Florida State game. And
you would have made money if you bet on that game.
Is that what you are?
And another thing is, watching this Vanderbilt Hawaii game, I think Vanderbilt Mike Wright, the only thing that he's good for is them where you hand the ball off, but you fake it and then you run like option play.
Yeah.
I think that's really all he's good for. Hawaii, the only thing they're good for is running the ball. Both quarterbacks really suck this game. That's really all I got from.
They do. You're right. They do.
Vanderbilt got a defensive touchdown because Hawaii's quarterback
sucks.
So that's pretty much what I've gotten from this game so far.
Yeah. Well, it's two shitty teams playing each other. I mean, you can't expect too much.
Jacob, I absolutely agree with you that Derrick Henry is going to be in the Hall of Fame. I'm not so sure about Julio. And
Julio never had the chance.
Well, Julio had the chance. Julio can't stay healthy. That's his problem.
He can't stay healthy, and he had Matt Ryan the whole time. Matt Ryan's about to leave Atlanta. Matt Ryan is about to leave Atlanta and be better than he's ever been. He's going to be a Matt Stafford.
Well, wait a minute now. Matt Ryan was absolutely great in Atlanta. The problem with it,
sometimes he was, yes.
Actually, what I said earlier about Atlanta blowing every halftime lead is absolutely right. How many leads has Matt Ryan got that defense blew?
What I mean by that is Atlanta can't draft, and whatever problems you want to come up with, but they don't draft well, and obviously, but they just can't make a complete team.
I'll say this:
the Falcons are horrible. It's not because they don't have a strong position group. It's just because the Falcons are horrible. And why are they horrible? When you look at NFL teams, I mean, they have to be complete. That's what makes it the professional football league. And so that's the problem with the Falcons.
Listen, to me, with the difference between Matt Ryan and a Tom Brady, Matt Ryan can have great stats. That's awesome. I mean, you got Kirk Cousins, somebody out there, great stats. Like, it's amazing. It's the guys that take pay cuts, and it's not just that, but it's those people that kind of prove to us they will do whatever it takes to win. When Tom Brady got to Tampa Bay, my first thing was, I was like, dude, he about to load that team up. It wasn't even 2-3 weeks.
He did.
Bro. They signed this person. They signed this person. They got this person. This person coming here, and I'm like,
yeah. Let's be real though.
Going there to lose, bro.
Well, I mean, hang on. They brought in 3 people along with him. That team, in its essence, was there. They had drafted
3
really
people.
Well.
Tell me the 3 people.
I was about to say, I thought it was more than 3 because you had 2 running.
It was Leonard Fournette and it was more than 3.
You had other receivers that came in.
Leonard Fournette, Gronk, and AB. That's it.
And AB, yeah.
Well, there was a couple of linebackers.
That's offense.
And AB didn't come in until week 9, so they were most of the season without him.
I got to look it up because I remember when it happened. I was hyped up because I had bragged about. To me, that's the difference between Tom Brady and a Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan, yeah, he'll give you stats, but I need a leader. This isn't college football where you just go out there and you just do your job and you go home. Like, the leaders are the ones that take their teams to the next level.
Hey, TB, I got a question.
Hit me with it.
So do you think Matt Ryan's a Hall of Fame quarterback?
He'll have to be. I mean, he's had so many great stats.
Well, here's the problem.
So many records.
Hall of Fame in the NFL is a lot tougher to get into. I think he's one of the best quarterbacks that's been in the NFL, but I don't think he deserves the Hall of Fame.
I'll put it like this. If they're going to put Eli in the Hall of Fame, it's a slap in the face not to put Matt Ryan in there. He's 10
yeah,
times
and
better.
likewise with the quarterbacks too. Yeah, I agree.
Eli, even though I don't like Eli, like because I feel like he's not that great, he still got a Super Bowl. He got 2.
Exactly.
Well, terrible quarterbacks.
Eli had a better team around him.
I mean, Trent Dilfer has a Super Bowl ring, and he's horrible.
Is he in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, well then there you go. I mean, I get
he's
it.
terrible.
I mean, but I don't think Eli's as terrible as he is. I'm just saying that seems to be the solidification of the NFL. Super Bowls are what help to put you over into the Hall of Fame. But my thing with Matt, like I said, Matt was not a tough leader. He reminds me so much of a better Jake Fromm. Like, I'm just here. Hey, guys. Hey, look, guys, we're going to do really good, okay? Hey, Fishing, you're going to run this route with him. You do this. Hey, all right, guys, we can do it, okay? We can do it. Like, that's what he reminded me of, dude. And it's like, you got other like Tom Brady. How many times do you see him over there sitting, bro?
Hey,
guys,
do
you see Tom Brady
that's a
staring
really
at
good
the board,
team, you know.
Well,
his team
here's
just gave up
a
touchdown.
legitimate example. Here's a legitimate example. If Matt Stafford didn't get lucky enough to end up in L.A., his career would have ended just like Matt Ryan's, nothing but stats.
No, hell no. Matt Stafford way better than Matt Ryan. Even without the Rams,
all I'm saying is all his career would have ended with is stats.
Oh, yeah, I get that. But even with just the stats, I'm like, bro, Matt Stafford way better quarterback than Matt Ryan. Just because.
Well, I mean, as of right now, Matt Ryan's numbers are better than Matthew Stafford's. They just are.
Oh, and that's fine. But the Rams didn't trade for Matt Ryan. They traded for Matt Stafford.
Well, no, at this point, Matt Ryan's pushing 40. Matt Ryan's towards the downhill of his career.
I'm just saying, though, it's not like any other team was pushing for him.
Hey, bro. This is college football time.
Is it?
Yeah.
We have Florida A&M to talk about, right?
Well, what I'm getting at. What I'm getting at is we got previews for next week's games that we're wanting to do. So,
well, one preview that
y'all can stay on. I wouldn't mind y'all staying on, but if you got to go,
I appreciate that, bro. I'll stay on.
Well, I'm on.
I'm getting rid of UTV. Yeah, I'm definitely getting rid of UTV.
I'm gonna leave you with this last thing. I'll do a little quick preview for Utah versus Florida. Utah's gonna stomp mud hole in Florida's crack. Okay, you have a great day.
All right, you do, buddy. Thank you. Listen, hey man, that's what this is about. All right, we appreciate that you guys come on with these very realistic things, and I mean, some people on here don't like to hear it, but the facts are facts.
Very realistic.
Slim,
well,
I mean, what do you think?
He said something true that Utah's going to win the game. I don't know if they're going to stomp a mud hole in Florida.
Okay.
But I do believe that Utah's going to win the game, yes.
Okay. We'll see.
Not a mud hole, but like
I'm not going to lie. The closer I get to it, the more worried I am. I ain't going to lie.
Man, heck yeah. Look, and I'm not even a
but
Florida
Utah,
fan.
They got to play here. They don't have the talent we have. I mean, shit. I mean, we should win this fucking game, but they have an established coaching staff and team. So that's what we're
and beyond that,
they're established and they're good.
Well, even beyond being established, that coach gets the absolute most out of all those players.
And not only that, but he's been in-game coaching for way longer than Billy Napier has. So
let's say this. Look at the momentum they had ending the year. Look at the momentum they have beginning the year. They have had all offseason to say, we are making our statement with Florida. Billy Napier's had all offseason to try to just install his system. He hasn't been able to.
He's got to push out the remnant stank of Dan Mullen as well.
That's what I'm saying. That took so much energy. We're going to find out how much energy did that take? How much did it, affect him?
I'm going to tell you a lot.
Well, and to your point, the closer that game gets, the more nervous you're getting about it. The closer that A&M game gets, the better I'm feeling about it. Because the closer we get to the season, and Jimbo hasn't named a quarterback yet, you're going to wear out that Jimbo going to wear out that defense trying to keep up with Van Dyke.
I know. I agree. It just goes to show that
that's a tough one. I'm not gonna make a comment on that. That's a tough one.
That's tough. Yeah, but either way, I get what he's saying.
Yeah, I do. So you want to get into week 1 games?
Yes, sir. Yeah, yes, sir, please. But Slim,
yes, Master. Yes,
I want him to stay
Master.
on. But
Now, do we
want to
go into because we got Thursday games and Friday games?
Yeah, but
Well,
we want to do them all.
out.
We're already an hour 15 in. We're spoiling ourselves.
Slim.
I mean, I'll be on here till I finish my cigarette.
Okay,
Yeah,
I was just trying to figure out how long the cigarette was.
And if you got to go, no
I was
biggie.
just trying to figure out how long the cigarette was, bro, so I could figure out what to start with. Because if it's a Virginia Slim, bro, we got like 30 minutes.
Right.
Start with whatever you want.
Yeah, smoky 3 of them, please. Yeah,
okay.
Smoky 3 of them.
Cool.
No,
I'm
right,
just playing. We're going week 1. True Seminole said he thinks Max Johnson's going to be the starter, or he's saying he is. Jacob said Eli.
I'm liking Haynes King, to be honest, but yeah.
What you talking about for LSU?
A&M.
Oh, okay. Well, he was talking about what the Florida State fan. I thought he was going to the Florida State LSU game. I was about to say Max Johnson isn't at LSU anymore.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
okay.
I see what you're saying. Okay. All right, Thursday's games. I'm just going to pick out the good ones because
I'm looking at them too.
20.
Tennessee at Ball State. Well, Ball State at Tennessee, but
Tennessee will blow them out.
They'll blow them out for sure. But by how much?
If Tennessee's trying to prove
33 points.
If they're trying to prove a point, it's going to be about 50. Tennessee's trying to prove a point, it'll be about 50.
I think it's still hard to do. That blowing anybody out by 50 is still hard to do.
It is hard to do in Ball State's.
Ball State's not D2. Okay, if it was a D2 team, I could see them, dropping a 70 burger on them.
What up, Jada?
That's still not a D2 team. I mean, there's nothing to say they won't win by 30.
True.
Yeah, well, that's fine.
This is why I love this, because I look at the lines too.
Yeah.
The line is like 33, 34. I'm like, well, maybe Tennessee can't cover that. I looked at Florida State versus Duquesne. Duquesne. I said Florida State ain't covering that. Guess what? They didn't. So I like that kind of stuff just to look at.
Yeah, and and the reason I'm really not sold on a line with Tennessee is because there's too many questions about that defense.
That defense is bad.
Well, and that's why I say I don't mean they'll win by 50, but I think they'll put up 50 points. But it's one of those, like, if they end up giving up 30 or 35 to Ball State because the defense is terrible, people are gonna have a field day with that. But this one, I'm gonna go ahead and go to this one because, like I said, I know he might have to go. Pittsburgh versus West Virginia, the battle of the burnt couch.
Yes.
There we go. West Virginia thinks they're going to beat Pittsburgh, man. Pittsburgh, man, thinks that he's going to beat West Virginia. Either way, it will be played in Jeff Webster's basement. There's only 12 seats in the basement total, so that's crazy. But who you guys got? What you think?
The spread is 7 points in Pitt's favor.
Okay. Well, look, bro. I ain't worried about the spread, bro. Tell me what you think.
I'm worried about the spread. I'm worried about the spread, and worried about what I think. I think Pitt's going to stomp a mud hole in West Virginia.
Okay, there you go.
And I've said it all off season. Nightings, what's up, bro? Jadis, what it do? Jay, yeah. I think Pitt destroys them, bro. I really do.
Okay.
What'd you think? What'd you think? You think West Virginia has a shot? I know JT Daniels is close to your heart, so
he is, bro. He's closer to my heart than Santa Claus. What you got, Slim? What you think?
Right. Yeah, right.
I don't think that line's high enough. I think Pitt will probably win by 2 scores. Maybe
I think so too.
They might even tack a field goal and make it 17 points.
Yeah.
Okay.
As much as Golden Blue Man is high on West Virginia,
he's just high.
That's you're probably not far off. I really see that being a 7-5 team tops.
Yeah. No, I like that.
Seriously. 7-5 is like 7-5, and maybe 8-4 is the ceiling for me. Like West Virginia's not going to be that great.
And I really hope that a lot of people are right and Houston makes a New Year's 6 game, just so I can rub it in their face that they thought Dana Holgerson was terrible and they had to get him the hell out of there.
Well,
Daniel Rivera, yeah, you could be onto something.
Agreed. I was just gonna type in the comment. Yeah, Rivera, you're right.
You might be onto something.
This is my thing for West Virginia, and this is what I told Joey or Golden Blue Dude a while back. You don't need JT Daniels to come in and win 11 games. Like, that's not the goal. You don't have the talent to do that. If you're West Virginia, you need JT to do what Jermaine Johnson did with Florida State last year. You need JT Daniels to come in. You need him to throw for 4,000 yards. You need him to get drafted, and people go, "Oh, I might go to West Virginia," because right now ain't nobody at West Virginia except Golden Blue Dude and Joey Foster.
Hey, bro.
What?
There's a bunch of couches in West Virginia, bro.
Well, sign them things up, bro.
Don't forget about Waikiki.
Don't forget about Waikiki either.
Yeah.
Stop overlooking people. What's wrong with you?
Bro, I forgot. There's 4 West Virginia fans in the world. 2 of them are on YouTube. Well, 3.
You know what it is? He said, all y'all white folks look the same.
All right, hey, so same day. This is Thursday. Bro, Thursday is when we get to watch good football. Bro, Tennessee at Ball State. I get to see Tennessee not be up to par. That's going to be great. And then Penn State at Purdue.
My boy Fishing ready to see some balls. I see.
I can't wait to talk shit to Tennessee fans. I can't wait for it.
Friday, we don't have any great games, but we do get a chance to see Michigan State play. And for me, y'all might laugh at this, bro, but
you people, come in and talk your shit. If you come on.
Listen, bro, I want to see Illinois play because they had a pretty good one last year. You know, had a decent team, but that's it though. You just got a decent Michigan State game versus Western Michigan. I think that's what it is.
Nah, bro, Penn State at Purdue.
Let me tell you something.
Nah, that's Thursday,
everybody's writing off Penn State. Everybody's writing off Penn State, and you can look exactly when their season took a nosedive is when they lost that quarterback.
Yeah,
exactly. And that's what I tell
he's
people,
healthy.
Bro.
Penn State, I'm telling you this now. Penn State is going to give Ohio State a run for their money.
I think so too. I don't think they'll win, but I think Penn State has the roster to keep up with them. And people are like, "Oh yeah, Penn State 8-4, they suck." Bro, Penn State lost to Iowa last year, just for an example, because the quarterback got hurt and they were offensively inept. And it just was it was what it was. Penn State is a much better team than they appear. And that's just true. Just is what it is.
And I got no reason to love Penn State, but it is what it is. Franklin's a good coach, and that's going to be a good team.
Hey, Daniel, cam up for me real quick. I'm pretty sure it's you, but just give me a cam up real quick. Give me a thumbs up.
Give him a high five too if you can, bro.
There we go.
Calls it Georgia Tech fan.
All right, TB. I think the first time on this show, on my channel, you get a Georgia fan in here.
What's up, y'all? What's up, Fishing?
What it do, bro?
Clap.
Not much, man. So
you don't clap for nothing else, bro. You're a simp. You're a Georgia simp.
It's fine, bro. But hey, tell me, Daniel.
Nobody can hate on Georgia. Let's be real,
bro. What? Everybody hates on Georgia.
Yeah, that's true. But hey, nobody can hate on Georgia. Let me say this.
Florida rebuilding their program.
Stetson Bennett has a natty before Bryce Young.
Stetson Bennett's also been in college for 74 years.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, but you see, here's what people get it wrong. You have Stetson Bennett. Yeah, he's been there. He's collecting Social Security, whatever.
Yeah.
He's collecting Social Security.
You had Stetson Bennett come in when it was JT Daniels who was a starting quarterback, right? So that means Todd Monken and Kirby had to redo the whole offense to fit Stetson Bennett. And don't get me wrong.
I'm gonna say this once, and I've said it many times. I'm gonna say this one more time. Todd Monken, if he's as great as an offensive coordinator that he is, he would tell Kirby, "I want this quarterback," and he would play him.
Wait a minute.
And nothing less said.
Wait a minute. How did they redo the entire offense? They're running the exact same offense. Hang on. Let me finish my statement. And then you can start whining about it. They ran the exact same offense that was there when Jake Fromm was the quarterback.
They did change the offense.
Wasn't
that
a great
is
quarterback.
true. They did change the offense.
Yeah,
Jake Fromm
but
wasn't
they
a
could
good
have played a better
quarterback.
quarterback. That's for sure.
Jake Fromm, you know what made Jake Fromm? The wide receivers, the players he had. Because look what happened when in 2019 when Jake Fromm had all those people get drafted to the NFL.
Yeah, he regressed.
He wasn't as great.
It to me is
well. I mean, Jake Fromm was never great.
Yeah, you're right.
Agreed.
It was Eason who should have been the quarterback came back.
Oh,
Eason was Eason was a way better quarterback than Jake Fromm before he got replaced.
Listen, no, I'll say this. Okay, this is how
say this. And I'll wrap it up. Wrap it up as in this topic because we can't sit here and talk about Georgia quarterbacks for 20 minutes because we all know how it goes.
You see what I'm saying, Daniel? You see the hate on Georgia. You got
let's
on here
wrap
30
a bow
seconds
on
ago,
this.
bro.
The quarterback didn't have anything to do with that national championship. The
defense. Yeah, it did.
Yeah,
it did. For the last 4 minutes, it was Stetson Bennett who beat
Come on, bro.
I'll give you the last 4 minutes.
No,
listen. You can't look at that Florida game and honestly say that that Stetson Bennett didn't almost cost you that game.
Yes, he almost cost.
Listen.
If Anthony Richardson didn't throw picks, that Florida Georgia game would still be playing right now.
I'm not a Stetson Bennett fan, but you cannot sit here and say it was 100% defense. Yes, we had a historic defense.
I never said it was. It was 90% defense.
Don't get me wrong. But you know what? Georgia was putting up 38 points per game.
Now, Daniel, do you know why that is though?
And they had the top 10.
Because the defense put that offense in great position.
Yeah, but you know what? Yes. And it was Kirby Smart. It was Kirby Smart who said, you know what? Let's not put any more points up. They could have totally put another 30 points up in there if they wanted to.
Now, look. Now, Daniel, do I agree? Yes. But like I said, the defense put us in great field position with their turnovers.
No doubt.
Teams. We also got extra chances on offense because we got other teams' offenses off the field quicker. But and I'm not saying this just to you, but if somebody said that Stetson came in, like you said, the last 4 minutes of the game, he was great. Bro, I got 4 questions out of 100 question test right. That don't mean I passed the test.
Facts. Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing people don't understand though. You're talking about how many players in the offense. Nobody was talking about in the beginning of the season for Georgia, like Brock Bowers.
Oh, agreed.
All these other players that had to do part of it.
Now, and that's what I'm saying. That's kind of what we're saying. Is Stetson was just there. He gave the ball to the guy 2 yards in front of the line of scrimmage. Dude broke for 60 yards.
Hey, but I'm not a Stetson
actually,
fan.
that was exactly my point. Most of the time, it was actually behind the line of scrimmage.
I'm not a Stetson Bennett fan. Like I'm like, okay, you know what? I got to trust Kirby what he's doing.
Agreed.
See what I'm saying?
Last thing I'll say, so we can move to the college games.
Yeah.
I know Fishman want to go because he don't like listening about Georgia win national championship. He never experienced one.
They have AR coming up as their quarterback. Look, he can't.
Yeah, bro. AR's
about. Yeah, bro. I hate my future. I hate my future. It's horrible.
Look, all I'm gonna say is the offense was the same, but hear me out. You have to give guys only so much. Stetson can only do 20% of the offense we have.
Right.
JT Daniels was able to do 60. That's why we ran so many downfield routes that we didn't with Stetson. That's why we ran so many.
I agree 100%.
Cross routes. We ran so many. What are they called? Hitch and goes. Like you can't run that stuff with Stetson. No, that boy, he got a baby arm. He got a little baby's apple.
Bro, everybody left when Daniel joined. What happened?
Damn. You know what? Listen. No, that's true though.
I'm just playing. I'm playing with you. I'm playing with you, bro.
Nah, it's true about Stetson Bennett. I mean, think about it. And that's why they had to change the offense because JT Daniels had.
I'm not going to say the thing is it's not that they had to change; they just had to reduce what they ran.
Yeah, they had to.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyways, we'll move to the next one. Though my boy wanted to talk about Purdue versus Penn State.
If y'all got to hop on it off at any point, y'all let us know.
Slim said, "What he said? He said people are writing off Penn State. I think they do have a lot of talent. Do I think Purdue's going to beat them? No. Do I think Purdue's going to come close? No."
Now, so I don't think have a hell of a quarterback, though. I'll give them that.
They do. And he's like top 10 and a lot of draft boards for next year. Some he's in top 5.
Yeah.
For top 5, quarterbacks going in the draft. But I don't see him of course, the whole, well, he doesn't play defense. I get that. I don't see Purdue's defense being able to stop Penn State.
No.
They
what happened with Penn State though? Look what happened last year. They had the quarterback. The quarterback got hurt, and that's when it went downhill.
Yeah, Daniel. We talked about that earlier. Like, people are down on Penn State, and they don't realize that they lost to Iowa, and the quarterback went down, and they lost other games because the defense couldn't hold them up. I will say this about Penn State though. That offense, that Penn State's offense they don't put up enough points. They average like 24, 27 points a game. They just don't have it. Since Saquon Barkley, they just don't have it.
Yeah, I mean, I think they'll do a lot better with the quarterback. They're getting the quarterback back in, and the thing is,
6-year quarterback. I hope they do.
Yeah, what Penn State has
if they don't, it's sad.
Penn State has to win those big games. That's what's hurting Penn State. They have to win those big games.
Yeah.
Well, and James Franklin has. I mean, don't forget. James Franklin won
his
that
second
division.
year. He beat Urban Meyer's Ohio State team that came off a
What was that, 6 or 7 years ago?
Won that division, and I think he won the Big Ten that year and got snubbed out of the playoffs over Ohio State.
Yes.
Go figure.
Yeah.
That he beat.
Yep.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah. But and I get it. Daniel, I think, was 12 when that happened, right, Daniel?
I mean, I'm only 32.
You know what I'm saying? 12. It was a long time ago.
Yeah,
I get it.
It was a while ago, but it wasn't that long ago.
Dude, it was like 2016.
It was.
And that's the year they beat Ohio State. They beat Urban Meyer and Ohio State. Yeah.
And
that's the same year Urban Meyer pretended he had a heart attack. Like fake health issues.
Oh yeah.
we don't got to get into that, bro. We all know. We all know.
My thing is, though,
all of us here know what happened there.
Penn State just going to hold their hat on beating Ohio State in 2016,
Nate,
and having a few good recruiting.
Nate, give me a thumbs up, bro.
That's kind of my question.
We know why Fishing doesn't want to talk about that because of what Urban Meyer did to his program.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, facts.
You're right.
Hey, Fish.
Fuck Urban Meyer, bro. Fuck him.
Fish, you really think when you guys got rid of Dan Mullen, right? You guys got rid of Dan Mullen.
Yeah.
You really think that you guys are gonna go? You guys are gonna win 8 games.
What's up, guys?
I think we could win 8 games. Yes.
With the schedule you guys looking at, man, you guys are 6-6 tops. You guys.
Well,
if Anthony Richardson wasn't the quarterback, I would say 6 wins.
Well, hang on. They don't exactly
ceiling
have
of Anthony Richardson, I'm saying 8 wins.
I think
the defense is going to be better regardless of anything.
They don't exactly have a gauntlet to run through.
Yes, we do.
Don't.
Yes, we definitely do.
Don't.
Oh no! Florida has a hard schedule. They have
no, they actually don't.
Bro.
They play Texas A&M. They play Georgia.
Hold on, I'll read you the schedule. We can't.
You definitely have.
Bro. We can't be doing this all night.
Okay, hang on. You're talking about reading the schedule. Georgia has the 90th ranked strength of schedule in the nation.
Georgia's schedule is easy.
Florida's is no worse than Georgia's.
It's easy going into preseason. You got to think
Florida's is
the
no
teams where
worse
they're
than
going to beat that when we play them.
Slim, that's not true.
The difference
that's
is,
not true.
I know
and actually, if you want to talk about out of conference, Georgia has a tougher out of conference schedule.
Because of the Oregon game.
So you mean that Oregon, the that's playing Georgia, the team that's lost to Utah, but Utah's playing Florida, but Georgia has the tougher schedule? Yeah,
I think Utah's a better team than Oregon.
Well, but I think
Oregon's going to be.
It's not true.
I think because of Dan Lanning's defense, Oregon's going to be better this year.
I don't give a shit about that. I mean, I think Utah's a better team than Oregon.
I think they
bottom
will
line.
over time. I do agree. I think over time they will.
Bottom line.
I don't know how it'll be at the beginning.
Okay. Even say Utah is better. Great. That would put Florida the 80th ranked strength.
Okay. Let me read you the schedule.
I don't care what you read. I'm talking about strength of schedule.
For you saying that the schedule is not tough, I mean, what are you basing that off?
There's called a strength
Florida
of
has
schedule.
one of the toughest schedules in the SEC.
There is something called a strength of schedule stat. That's where I didn't come up with these numbers out of my ass. Georgia has the 90th ranked
stat
strength
is when I look at the schedule and look. That's my stat.
Listen,
I'm not looking at ESPN shit.
Go off that. You can go off that stat now, just like they go off of rankings for no reason. But see,
Daniel's
the
a Georgia fan, and he still knows what I'm saying, bro.
Listen. You have to go on. You have to go with what they're playing in the season, not before the season. Tennessee can be great, but Tennessee probably still lose 5 games.
Okay, well, then explain to me how Georgia fans were hyping up beating a top 10 Arkansas that finished 7-5.
Who were those 5 losses to?
Doesn't matter. It's 7-5. That's an unranked team.
What?
The
Okay,
SEC
so
West.
those 5 losses
The
are top
SEC West
15 programs.
is superior,
No, I don't disagree with that. The SEC West is definitely superior.
especially this year.
But that's all I'm saying.
All right,
Hey, Florida
those
got the
4 or
tough
5
schedule.
losses are
and-
not
all
the
right.
same.
Final thoughts on why Florida schedule's not bad. Final thoughts, and
Uh,
then we got to move on.
Because it's Florida. That's my thought. All right, that's it. Okay.
Final thoughts.
terrible-
Why, tell me
terrible
why
strength
Florida
of
schedule
schedule.
is not hard.
Because it's terrible strength of schedule. That's why.
No,
It's what?
Florida schedule is tough, and I'm not gonna even lie. I'm not a real.
All right. Well, you don't want me to read you the schedule, but I'm gonna
Well,
read
look,
you it anyway.
Read
Both
the
of you,
schedule.
though.
Hey, Fishing, read the schedule. Read the schedule, Fishing.
God dang it.
Real
You-
quick.
Starting off with Utah, got to play Kentucky the next week. USF the next week, easy win. Oh, 2 tough games. Easy game there. Then
Both those 2 games
Tennessee,
are ranked.
got to play Tennessee. Eastern Washington should beat them too. Then you got Mizzou, LSU, Georgia, A&M, South Carolina, all in a row.
Yeah, that's all tough right there. They're all gonna be.
It's
They're all
tough to
gonna be
play
ranked.
those
Not
in a
only
row.
is it front loaded, but it's back loaded too.
Yeah, they're all gonna be ranked going into those games. They're all gonna be.
So,
ranked.
bro, stop with the Florida schedule. Not hard. Stop that. Stop it.
Hang on.
No.
I'm looking at it right
Ridiculous.
now.
True,
No.
Seminole agreed. Yeah, East
Yeah,
is-
Miami schedule is it's a cakewalk.
If you want to talk about cakewalk, it's Michigan has a joke schedule of the
Michigan does
non-conference.
too. Yes, you're right.
Well, then who has a tough schedule?
We got to move on. We got to move on.
Yeah,
We got to move on. We're if we keep messing around, we're gonna go for 3 hours.
Florida's
Hey, that's-
78.
That's good.
That's not true. And if it
I'm
is,
looking- I'm staring
and
at
if it
right now.
is,
Here's where Florida messes up on using Anthony Richardson to run that ball too much. He's gonna get killed. He's gonna get hurt. I don't want nobody to get hurt, but he's gonna get hurt.
dude, trust me, that's my biggest worry. If
Yeah.
he does, the season's just
Over.
chop it up, it
Yeah.
up, dude.
That's why Napier should have got a quarterback from the portal. I mean,
Well, he
Okay.
tried. He did. I mean, he did. He did get
Yeah.
one from the portal. It just
Well-
wasn't a very good one.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It is what it is. But yeah, he
Well,
got a backup. That's what he did. I mean, he went and got a backup.
He
I'm
messed up with
already staring at 6 ACC teams that have a harder strength of schedule.
That's bullshit.
no.
That's absolute bullshit.
Yeah.
Now, I get they rank it off of stuff, but if a team is not that great and they play teams that are better than them, does that make it a harder schedule?
No.
They're ranking it off the record of the teams they play this year, their record last year.
Well,
that's their metric.
Well, yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah.
And
And
I get it.
every year's different. So
That's the
Yeah,
decent
exactly.
I'm not worried about that.
last year. Focus on this year. Ta-da.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's where the stat comes from. It's the record of
No,
the
and I
teams
get
you're
it.
playing. The teams you're playing, their record last year.
Agree. I completely get that. I get
Anyway,
Next.
so West Virginia Pitt. Everybody have their picks for this game.
I think we all going Pitt. I don't know. I think West Virginia could keep it close if it's a shootout, but West Virginia doesn't have the defense to stop Pitt.
I agree.
I think Pitt lost too much. They lost the quarterback. They lost the best wide receivers. Their defense. They lost a couple defensive players to the NFL.
Yeah, but they brought in a transfer quarterback with experience. They brought in transfer
Exactly.
wide receivers with experience.
Yeah,
and that's
and this is what I tell people.
better roster than West Virginia.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I'm not going to get on a tangent here, but that's what I tell people.
I don't knock them. I don't knock it, but it's an opening season game, and usually that's when you get the bugs out of the water. You know what I'm saying? So,
Thanks, boy.
Yeah, facts. Penn State or Purdue?
And I would agree. That's where you get the bugs out of the way. But West Virginia is the worst team, and has still got those same bugs get out of the way.
I I got Purdue, by the way.
Yeah, Penn State at Purdue. Who y'all have?
What? Give me Penn State.
I have Penn State.
No, I got Purdue.
I want to pick Purdue really bad, but I can't do it.
I'm gonna go Penn State just because James Franklin has let me down a lot, but I'm gonna say he's not letting me down this time. Not to Purdue. There's no way that James Franklin is gonna let Michael Hogue have the last laugh.
You never know.
Can you believe? Can you believe? I made this statement to Michael Hogue, and he was going to argue with me. I said Mike Allstott was the best thing ever come out of Purdue.
I heard that.
And you know what this fool comes up with? Some punk ass scrub named Neil Armstrong.
Oh God.
Neil.
I mean, so what? He walked on the moon. He ain't no damn Mike Allstott.
It wasn't even a real moon, bro. It was a bowl of cheese. It was a damn ball of cheese, bro. I want to hear that. But
I mean, according to the flat earthers, we didn't land on the moon anyway. So
exactly.
Yeah, we never landed.
Fake news.
Anyway,
right, look,
so Friday.
Not many good games.
There's not much.
I'd say skip this Saturday.
Illinois, Indiana. Yeah, who cares? But
right.
Friday's loaded, bro.
Yeah, bro.
And this is why we're at the end of the show, and we're just starting this. That's why I was trying to speed it up.
I mean, hey, last time
Saturday is loaded this year. I mean, there's so many good games.
I mean, what have you got a hot date first thing in the morning or something?
Bro, what you mean?
You gotta have somebody in the living room, bro. Shit, they in the living room right now, bro.
He's gonna be late for his mani pedi. We already know it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what you got? What's this? I know you got a lot of Saturday matchups.
I'm trying to see who plays first because I know there's different time slots. I know Florida plays at night.
Yeah,
Florida. I say we start with the best games and go down the list.
Georgia plays at 3:30.
Right.
Yeah.
Georgia plays at 2:30.
Let's go through the whole Saturday.
12 o'clock game.
Just run through the Saturday schedule real quick, starting in noon. Screw it.
All right.
Don't go through all the games. Just
Michigan, Colorado.
Yeah.
Man.
Blah, blah, blah. Boston College, Rutgers.
Yeah.
Boston College.
Jesus Christ, what a disgusting game
I
that'll
agree.
be.
I think Boston College. For sure.
Actually, to be honest with you, Boston College is going to beat somebody this year that they shouldn't.
They are.
They're going to ruin.
Yeah, they are.
Because of Phil Jerkovich. Yeah,
they're going to ruin somebody's season. I don't know who it's going to be, but they're going to mess up somebody's season.
If they do,
hopefully it's not Clemson.
Sorry, Pete.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely
picking Clemson though.
Oh snap, y'all! Oh well, look, hold on. I want to hear this.
Cincinnati. I'm gonna tell Pete y'all said that.
I did.
Hey, Cincinnati versus Arkansas, number 23 versus number 19.
Yes.
I'm going Arkansas just because I think Cincinnati lost too much, and Arkansas away from Cincinnati losing too much. They're too strong, bro. Like I don't know. I think Arkansas sits there and they play against nothing but bodybuilders in the SEC West. Like.
Hey, bro.
I think Cincinnati lost everything, and Arkansas is going to obliterate them.
Regardless of what Cincinnati lost, tell me if your team played Cincinnati tomorrow, would you not be worried? Or not Cincinnati, Arkansas. Would you not be a little bit worried?
Yeah.
No. Arkansas is legit, bro. Yeah. Arkansas
is playing old school smash mouth.
They are, and they're doing it more successful than any team in the country right now, in my opinion.
Who are just like them is Baylor. Baylor and Arkansas run that. We're just gonna whoop your tail. We're gonna try to whoop your tail.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, right.
With less talent. They're playing very disciplined football too.
Yes.
Dude,
they don't make a lot of mistakes.
No, go ahead.
No, that's just what I was saying. They don't make a whole lot of mistakes, and they're gonna make you pay for the ones that you make.
Arkansas had like 7 or 8 games last year without a penalty. Like they were second in the SEC. Like that, bro.
Sam Pittman don't play those games, bro.
Dude, I like him a lot.
Hey, y'all know where Sam Pittman came?
Yeah, for real though.
Nah, he didn't come from Georgia. He came from Arkansas.
He came from Arkansas.
He really did.
He came from Mother Kirby Smart.
Right.
Sam Pittman's been a coach on 15 different teams. So
I was about to say, I know he was I want to say either the offensive coordinator or offensive line coach whenever Arkansas had the 2 running backs and the 1,000-yard, both 2,000-yard backs and a 3,000-yard passer. I want to say it was Ryan Tannehill and who was the running back?
Damn.
That was a while ago.
Yeah, I'm just saying though, like that's like he was back when Arkansas before they went trash.
All right, so we all got Arkansas, right?
No,
Yeah.
Arkansas.
Tim Pittman can arc and he can saw.
All right, so what about same time slot, Georgia and Oregon?
Georgia.
Yeah, and it's not one of those.
Who's starting
Georgia's
for
so
Oregon
strong, but
at quarterback? Is it Bo Nix or Ty Thompson?
They're
Bo
going to
Nix.
start Bo Nix.
If
Yeah,
it's
Bo
Bo
Nix
Nix,
is,
it's a blow.
You think so? I mean, I don't know. They haven't said
gonna-
anything about it.
I'm gonna say this: Georgia better win that game.
They
Because
better.
if Bo Nix beats y'all ain't never gonna hear the end of it.
I will say this, and this will be just my small objection. And it's not really an objection, but so in my opinion, Dan Lanning coming from Georgia, obviously he knows how, he practices against the offense every single day, and he's a defensive coordinator. So I think if anything, he'll have somewhat of an advantage over this team because he knows what Georgia has and what they're going to do. So I'm not saying that they're going to win because they're not, but I do think when people throw a 17-point spread out there, I think that Oregon can keep it closer if he has any type of good offensive play.
No.
Here's what I say. One, Kirby knows Dan Lanning the best as well. Two,
true.
Ever since
both, likewise.
Before Kirby had his historic defense, nobody could run the ball on Georgia since Kirby's been the head coach at Georgia.
Right.
He always had a top 5 defense before then too. It's Dan Lanning's first year head coach. He may be a good defensive coach, but doesn't mean he's going to be a good head coach. We've seen that in so many of them out there. And two, I mean, if Bo Nix is going to be their quarterback, let's be real. They're not being.
It's going to be boring.
What nobody's making the argument that Georgia's going to lose the game. The argument being made is Dan Lanning knows enough and Stetson Bennett's bad enough to slow down your offense. But I think the defense is still going to Georgia's defense is still going to overwhelm Oregon's offense.
I think so too.
But Georgia has the best offensive line in the nation, hands down.
Wait, what?
Okay, that's fine. You can have the best offensive line in the nation, but when you have the mighty midget behind that offensive line, great, you got a wall with nothing behind it.
Well, no, and if you know how to make Stetson suffer, like we said, we saw in the championship game, Stetson ran nobody 10 yards of him. Dude fumbles it off his knee. Like putting pressure on him, it does make him fold. But the offensive line thing, there are 2 different ESPN write-ups about them having the best offensive line.
And listen, and great, you have a good offensive
line.
I'm
just saying to his point. I don't think that means anything. I'm just saying.
Right, but what I'm saying is everybody knows that the best weapon you've got is Brock Bowers. So all he has to do is key in on that and make Stetson beat him on the outside, which Stetson's gonna have a hard time doing.
Which is crazy though, because actually Georgia fans this whole offseason, we want people to key in on Brock Bowers because you've got Eric Gilbert, who was the all SEC tight end 2 years ago at LSU, and then Darnell Washington, who hasn't even been proven. Dude, 6'8". Like if that happens,
but you're not going to have 3 tight ends on the field every play.
Yeah, they will.
Not every play, but we did run a lot of 3 tight end sets last year.
You very well could be.
Yeah,
I'm saying we ran very a lot last year.
Now we have 4 tight ends on that field.
Yeah, go ahead.
You have Delp out there as well.
Georgia has the best tight end room in America, and it's not close.
You're not going to run every play
close at
all the tight ends out there. I'm just saying
Georgia doesn't even have wide receivers. They have tight ends
for different areas. As a wide receiver.
Well, like I said, I think the only argument me and Fishing are making is that it wouldn't surprise either one of us at all if Oregon keeps it within the spread.
Oh, I've said the same. No,
right.
Other people, I've said the same. I think Dan Lanning
could happen, but I highly doubt it. I think
it's 17 points. 17 points is a lot. I mean, you got to pretty much blow them out.
The way that you beat
everyone said that about Miami and Alabama last year. And
the stupid people did.
Nobody with any sense said that. And I'm a Miami fan.
Yeah. Nobody thought that Miami was going to keep that game close, even with Derek King.
I said
no.
Well, I said there are things that they can do because Alabama's shown a penchant to be weak against a running quarterback, but it was obvious his knee wasn't ready to go.
Yes, even though he tried to force it.
Yeah, and he paid for it.
Listen, last thing I'll say though about the Georgia deal, we can move on.
What I was saying though is like it's the different level of caliber team. You see what I'm saying? Georgia's nowhere. I mean, Oregon's nowhere near Georgia.
Oh, we know. Yeah,
Well, I know.
Wait a minute. Talking about is what, talent wise?
No, I think just for me, it's not
all around.
I'm not saying because talent wise, they're pretty damn close to each other.
Yeah, I know that Cristobal recruited well there, but I think when it comes to like overall, like complete, like offense, defense, special teams, I do think that Georgia's far above that. You know, nothing to do with talent.
They said that. They said that.
They're just not. But see, that's just not true.
I mean,
Cristobal is the best recruiter in the country, point blank, hands down, period.
And that's fine. They can have the similar talent. I'm saying offense, defense, and special teams when it comes to play. Georgia is way better at this moment in time.
Yeah, well, I don't think anybody's doubting that.
No, I'm just telling y'all. That's what I think he's talking about when he says caliber. Because talent-wise, Oregon has talent.
Well, that's exactly the question I was asking. Is he talking about talent-wise? Because Oregon's a top 10 roster in the nation.
Yes,
so they absolutely have the talent there.
So let's do picks. I'll go through every person.
Everybody's got Georgia winning it.
I'll go through every person. Let's do picks just on winning the game and if you think they'll cover 17. Personally, I have Georgia winning the game, and I think Oregon will cover. What do you think, TB?
Yes. I'm going yes. I think Georgia's winning. They're covering.
And covering?
Okay. I don't think they're going to cover. But
I think Georgia wins and they go over.
I would feel a lot more comfortable if Georgia was 17.5. I'd be like, yeah, give me that all day because that's 2 touchdowns and a field goal. But
can I just
17? It is a tricky number.
What
you got, Nate?
If Kirby had come out 2 weeks ago and said anybody but Stetson was the starter, I'd say they're absolutely going to cover.
But can I
if anything, I would think they're not. I'm not going to get into
Nate,
it.
Go ahead.
No, I'm not.
No, I don't know about Ben lines, but I'll just do a straight up pick. I think Georgia will win, but it's gonna be close. That's all.
So you think Georgia will win by less than 17?
Yeah. He said it'll be close.
Okay, so we're kind of even. Daniel, what do you think?
I think Georgia wins, and I think they go over 17. Just because
they very well could. They very well could.
Just because they have to prove a point to everybody, you know?
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you get the hangover effect that people like to talk about.
What point does the defending national champion have to prove,
that
though?
their defense didn't carry them to the championship game.
Their defense is still as great, just not historic, but still.
Hey, I don't care what team you are, whether you're Alabama or who you are. There is absolutely a hangover effect. Now, how big is it? I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
And that depends on the head coach and just the team. I don't think Georgia's is going to be that bad, but I'm telling you, there is going to be something, especially losing all the players. There's going to be something. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, I'm worried about Georgia.
If you're trying to,
if
you're trying to prove that your defense didn't carry you to that title, you're in for a rude awakening because your defense did carry you to that title.
No, I'm saying having something to prove is that you don't have that defense this year, so your offense has to step up. You have to prove that this year your offense is better. And then 2, we have more people returning, more experience returning for this year on the defense than we did going into last year's defense. Last year we had more inexperience on the defensive end, like defense as a whole, than we do going into this year, which is crazy to believe. No, I mean we do.
The only position
because of the rotations
is the inside linebacker position.
Yeah, that's the only people we lost. I'm saying, but when it goes to rotations, we have more experience as a whole coming back.
Yeah,
the only people we lost off the defense, 2 D tackles out of the 4 that played, and then you had the linebackers, the 3 linebackers out of the 7 and 8.
I don't really see the person making the argument that Georgia's defense is going to fall off the map. Yeah, they're not going to be number 1 in the nation this year.
No, but the offense is going to
have they're not going to be number 1, but they're not going to be bad. I agree.
That's still, I would still say that's a top 10 defense all day long.
Yes.
Yeah,
100%.
Or even top 5. I don't know.
What's the next team playing? Vision.
Well, so there's a few games left. Oh, I'm gonna go last. I'm gonna end it with the best. But we got one before that. Ohio State and Notre Dame. What are y'all's thoughts?
Ooh, that one should have been the last one.
You know what?
At Ohio State.
I don't care.
That's simple for me. Notre Dame loses 100-0.
I wouldn't say 100, but yeah.
All right,
Notre Dame is
I
not equipped. They have a first-year head coach. Notre Dame, they have a lot of faith in their quarterback that's never started for them, and maybe he's good, maybe he's not, but he's not going to be good in the first game of the season. With that being said, Ohio State's defense is just horrible. And even with Jim Knowles there, it's going to take a few games for Ohio State's defense to get anywhere close to ready.
And here's the difference I'll say to your point, though, and I'll use the comparison of when Lincoln Riley was at Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, Ohio State's was nowhere near that bad. But and I think you're going to see the biggest difference bringing in a defensive coordinator and the fact that there is talent in Ohio State's defense. Absolutely. Yes. Compared to Oklahoma's. So, yeah, they're going to have some kinks to work out, but that can surprise people and be a top 20 defense all day long.
Yeah, compared to Lincoln Riley taking his same defensive coordinator that led them to losing in shootouts in the Pac-12 or in the Big 12. He brings him to Southern Cal. I mean, stop it.
Yeah.
Lincoln Riley's a fool.
I'm just saying.
But you're right. I agree.
As a comparison of swapping D coordinators, you're going to see a difference in Ohio State because there actually is talent there.
Yeah,
exactly. And he's going to do more than what with the talent that any defensive coordinator has ever done.
All right.
So we've all got Ohio State.
No, I haven't picked.
Well, I want to know the point spread. See, that's why I want to know these things.
Here's what I say. I pick Ohio State to win the game. I think they win. I think they win by 2.
By 2?
By 2 scores.
Oh, okay.
But I do have my eyebrows raised because of the defense, like you said, Jim Knowles, amazing defensive coordinator.
Yeah,
but if he can get it air going on the first game, that's the only thing that gets to me. If they can get a top 10 defense, top 15, 20 defense, I think they win the Natty.
Well, the same argument made earlier about West Virginia that you made for West Virginia having 8 months to get ready for Pitt.
Yes, true. Seminole, they do.
He's had 8 months. He's had 8 months to get that defense ready for Notre Dame.
Hey,
it's true. What you think, Nate?
I'm trying to be unbiased as possible, but
you have to be. It's.
I know.
When you're talking about your daddy, it's unfortunate.
We just freaking beat our daddy. We spanked him.
Go
ahead, Nate.
You know what? F it. I'm gonna take that team down south. But I agree with Daniel. I think, in my opinion, it's gonna be closer than people think. But who knows? They might. I don't
think Notre Dame has anything on offense, and
I know,
think this could turn into a track meet.
I know. I'm just saying, in my opinion, though, that's my pick.
No, we get it, Nate.
I like Notre Dame going forward with Marcus Freeman because I think it's just going to be run a different way. But for the first game of the year, and Ohio State's lethal offense, it ain't no question for me.
The same argument was made about Dan Lanning a minute ago. You have no clue Marcus Freeman's going to be a good head coach,
bro.
Yeah.
I would agree with the same sentiment for Dan Lanning. I don't know what he's going to do. Now, the comparison that I made was that he was at Georgia. Brian Kelly, Notre Dame doesn't play. Notre Dame doesn't play LSU week 1. So that's what I'm saying. Like as far as matchup wise,
I like what Slim said though about the defense coordinator having all this time to get ready because, yes, it's getting ready, but it's not. You're not just getting ready for one team. You're trying to install your system and get your plan, your scheme, how you play. man, with all that talent on Ohio State, I bet that dude was just drooling the first 2-3 weeks of being there.
bro.
Okay.
4 and 5 stars everywhere.
Look down in the bayou.
Hey, this is what I heard. Some podcast. I forgot what team, but whatever. Do y'all remember Don Brown from Michigan?
Oof.
Georgia's
a 17.5-point favorite. I'm taking Oregon right now.
Well,
I'm taking it right now.
Do y'all know? Do you remember Don Brown from Michigan? He used to be defensive coordinator where he blitzes. I'm freaking done saying something.
I just don't remember Don Brown.
Well,
no, go ahead, Nate.
Okay. First, Don Brown was a all blitz guy that doesn't know how to freaking play some zone. All he does is blitz. So, I have bad history with Don Brown. That's why I think he's the reason that we lost like 8 freaking years to Ohio State, in my opinion. And when Jim Harbaugh was there, but in my comparison, I think Don Brown's comparison to Jim Knowles, but I might be wrong. Who knows? We will see on next Saturday. So,
all right. Yep.
Okay.
So all right. So my pick is I was trying to find the line. I'm picking Ohio State though.
It's -17, by the way.
17. Well, that's a tricky one. I'm not betting that game. Period. I'm not touching that. But give me Ohio State to win.
I would, because if Ohio State, and this includes under Ryan Day, they're absolute monsters at covering the spread.
Yeah, they are. That's true. Yeah. They are. Last year they weren't.
Point, dude.
They weren't last year, but they have been in multiple years in a row.
Yeah,
and it's because of that offense.
Even
to your point, Slim, if the defense starts playing better, that spread's gonna get covered real quick.
Yeah,
if they don't,
and watch it, and especially for covering the spread, they probably got the best wide receiver in football this year.
They do.
They got the best wide receiver.
They got the best room in the country.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Okay, real quick.
I do agree, though. I like
They have the best single wide receiver and the best wide receiver room.
Yeah. All right. What do y'all think? So obviously, me and Slim think Ohio State. What do you think, TB?
I think yes, and covering the spread. I used to. There used to be a conspiracy with Ohio State that a lot of the boosters were really pushing for Ohio State to cover the spread, especially on some of the lesser teams, because they were betting so much money. Now, is that true? We don't know, but they cover a lot of spreads.
No shit.
Ohio State, they cover the spread.
You know what's crazy? There's a lot of good games on that day, but there's there's 4 big ones that nobody's even looking at the other ones, bro. There's so many good games on next Saturday. It's nuts.
I want Rudy to win as much as I hate Ohio State, but I just have that feeling that Ohio State will blow them out. I just want
they probably will.
But who knows? It's college football. Anything can happen. Whatever. But
Hey, Oregon.
We're gonna see some upsets. Go ahead, Daniel.
I said Oregon beat Ohio State last year in the first
Exactly. Yeah, and that was you know what's funny? Yeah, that was one of the biggest upsets of the year last year.
Yep, exactly.
And that's okay. That was one of my other reasons that not North Dakota, Notre Dame. That's one of my theories. Notre Dame could beat Ohio State, but who knows?
All right, we got to get with it. Nate, what's your pick?
I said Ohio State.
He's Ohio State,
Okay. Daniel?
Ohio State.
Yeah. You both think they cover 17?
No. Yes, I do.
Yeah, they cover the spread.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
Get to it then. I know you got the best game for last.
The best game for last. Daniel, if you have anything that you need to get off your chest, if you have to leave at any point, I would understand.
Hey, Fisher, man. I'm just saying.
You know I'm playing with you, bro.
I know you are, man.
Florida versus Utah.
I can't see Utah losing to Florida. I can't.
Well, let's talk about it. It's going to be the last game of the evening. We've already went way too long. Not way too long, but we've been going a while. So
Manny Petty.
Yeah. So in that instance, tell me why.
All right,
Daniel,
here's why.
You started out. Tell me why. Tell me why Florida can't win this game.
All right, hot take. Here's why. Utah, Florida.
And then I'll tell you my worries and my thoughts.
And you know what? I'm being honest. On all realness, I'm an SEC lover team. I love college football. I'm rooting for the Gators, but I just don't think that Gators are beating Utah. Here's why. One, it's not just a brand new head coach; it's a whole new staff. Two, Napier is playing in the big leagues. He played in the Group of 5, not in the Power 5. Two, he has AR coming as a quarterback. His past stats are not great. And yes, I understand he didn't start at games. He wasn't the starter at all. The wide receiver room, who's he throwing to? They have talent, but no experience in the wide receiver position. Their defense is shaky. They have no tight ends with the experience at Florida. Their offensive line is okay.
Daniel, you writing a damn essay on this, bro? Just give us
no, let him go. He's correct on some of this.
The running back is probably the best they have.
Yeah.
And their defense
and the O-line,
for the defense is going to be okay because here's why. Because they have 3 experienced, really good defensive players. But I can't see them throwing the ball to any inexperienced players. Not against Utah. Not against Utah at all.
Okay. Hey, let me give me mine now that he's done because I got to go after this.
Yep.
I'm going to say the defense. I'm giving the defense even less credit than him because much like I said, they got to wash away the stink of Dan Mullen. They got to wash away the stink of Todd Grantham.
Ooh, yes.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. Just one off season without Todd Grantham, this defense is going to be way better.
Well,
that's first off.
May be. Number 2, his point, and we've said this about other coaches, and you've agreed. First year head coach.
Yep.
And especially as his first year at the Power 5.
Yeah.
I'd have a little more faith in him if he had been a Power 5 head coach before. That's Power 5 something totally different.
Agreed.
And the third option, which is something you agreed with, fishing.
My football?
Yeah. You're fishing football. But you want to find Utah's version of Arkansas? That's them. That's a very disciplined, smash mouth football team.
Yeah. So I've been doing my research. And I've been looking at things, kind of trying to be neutral. Utah has, I think, 500 snaps less experience on the offensive line than Florida does. Now, Florida's offensive line wasn't great last year, but they were okay at some points. But anyway, you got to look at it as a whole. Like I said, the defense I think is going to get better just having Todd Grantham gone. But in this matchup, Florida and Utah play the same type of football as far as Billy Napier goes, because Billy Napier is going to want to run the ball. He just is. And Florida has a good D-line. Florida has an okay D-line. I mean, it's just going to be really interesting to see how it plays out. But I don't know, man. This game's really hard to pick. I picked Utah at first. Then I picked Florida. I was like, yeah, we're going to out-talent them. We're in the swamp. And then I picked Utah because I'm like, God damn. I mean, it's a new coaching staff. I mean, we got to implement. This is a really tough game to pick for me. It's really tough for me.
Yeah.
If I had to come to a conclusion, I'm going to go with the homer pick, and I think we win by 3.
I'm not mad at that, though.
Sorry. So we're moving on?
I think you're setting yourself up for disappointment. And
I won't be disappointed.
You're going to be
Slim, I won't be disappointed, sir. I know what I'm going into.
Well, what's the
spread
real quick? All right,
All right, Slim. Hey,
Appreciate you
buddy.
coming on,
I
dude.
appreciate you coming on.
I'm
bro.
glad that cigarette was
Yes,
long
sir.
as hell, bro.
Thank you, Fisher.
All right, boss.
Oh wait, what?
See you, man.
Nate, you going too?
Oh no, I'm saying if I.
Oh, okay.
Hit us with
Well,
the
we're
spread
gonna
real
end this
quick,
soon,
bro.
but yeah. But let's
Oh,
Okay.
snap,
finish.
bro. I can't-
Finishing thoughts.
Okay.
TB, what do you think? I mean, I.
Hold on, let Nate finish. Then I'll finish. I'll do.
Oh.
Nate, go.
I just wanted to show you guys how Nebraska's doo-doo. Now I made this from eating, but just be impressed. A Hershey's bar. I made Nebraska.
Nate, you now that is impressive, but man, you made me not talk about the Florida game for you know what? I think it's impressive enough. It does count. Okay. Well, look,
Yeah.
I think my thing for Florida, dude. I know
Where you
Florida
going,
has
bro?
talent. I think Billy Napier, just from watching his film from last year, he runs an exciting offense. Even though it is run heavy, he's not like other coaches that run the same run plays. You can run the ball and run different plays. Well, in Power 5, you have to do that or you gone, bro. If you do not run different types of run plays, you're gone. And I don't mean gone like fired, but you will have a
It won't
terrible run.
work. It won't work.
And so if Billy can bring that to Florida, if he can have multiple guys touching the ball, multiple guys getting snapped, like Florida State, you had 3 different players get the ball. Now, I'm not saying all 3 will get 100 for Florida, but give these guys time to get carries and snaps because what will happen? Whether you lose this game or not, Billy Napier will be able to establish the fact he plays multiple people. That causes recruiting to go through the roof, even though the recruiting's already good. You're at Florida, which is a brand school. You guys can have better recruits and be able to go forward, getting back to where Florida used to be. Like it, if you don't, you go in there and you just run one running back 40 times and the quarterback, it's you have to. That's all I'm saying. Utah plays a very disciplined game. They smash mouth football. Don't bullcrap Utah. Don't go in there thinking you're going to outpower them. And if y'all do that, they're going to beat you. That's my thing. So what's the spread though? What do they got?
It's 2.5 in favor of Utah. And let me just say this. Let me
Okay.
just bring this up. Cam Rising, I don't think he was the quarterback, but Utah had lost to San Diego State last year.
So Utah lost to San Diego, but turned around and beat
turned around and beat Oregon and you know all
You got Oregon that beat Ohio State. I see what you're saying. Okay.
You can't forget they had a really
good catch Utah sleeping. And I don't think Florida's going to catch Utah sleeping. Utah's going to be ready for this game. You see the reports of them turning up the heat in the football facility, bro. Like they're trying to win this game. They're trying to prepare. The problem is it's hard to prepare for humidity, and you can't do it.
Yeah, you can prepare for heat.
You can't prepare for humidity. You can prepare for heat all day, but
I agree,
bro. It's different down here. But
you know what's crazy? And I'll say this, kind of Daniel was about to say something. There have been multiple times when I was training outside before we got the gym. It was 7:30 at night. We go out to train. I'm sweating in the first 5 minutes.
Bro,
like,
I walk to the mailbox and I'm sweating.
Bro, I'm telling you, the mailbox be hitting me.
I mean, bro, it's crazy.
So
it's just a different type of heat, but yeah,
the humidity may not be completely gone. That's all.
Yeah.
What would you say?
Well, it won't be. All right, for sure. What's up, Daniel?
Man, I I have Utah winning the game, but I won't be surprised if Florida wins the game because that one, they're at home, and 2, because of the heat, the humidity and all that. So that's the only reason why I think that if Florida does win is because they're at home. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, and I agree with that because if this game was played anywhere else, I'd pick Utah easy. It wouldn't even be a thought in my mind. But there's just a lot of stuff that goes into it, and it is first-year head coach. So anyway, I mean, not to make a long story long, but I'm gonna make it short. But like I said, I'll pick Florida. But if Florida loses, I mean, I'm not gonna be upset. I'm really not, because Utah could end up being a top 10 or even a playoff team after this point. So I mean, I'm not. I mean, it all depends what happens in the regular season. But I'm not going to be upset. I'm more concerned about beating Kentucky and Tennessee than I am Utah. You know what I'm saying?
I'll say this. I think Nate was wanting to say something. I'll say this though, real quick, Nate. Jay and Connor both say something, and I want to add. They said Jay said he brought that up to Kangaroo Black. He said you adjust quick. He said, bull, like it's hard to adjust quick to something like humidity or cold or.
Well,
and then Connor says Utah has lesser talent outside of quarterback, better coaching, scheme, and established style of play. Though, yeah, there are the checks and balances system. But my thing, Florida will lose this game if they are undisciplined. A few penalties here and there, a fumble here and there.
Mm-hmm.
That's what'll lose you a game. But on the flip side,
same for Utah with that crowd noise. I mean, Utah can do the same thing.
But if Florida plays a good game and the humidity affects Utah, that's how you lose a game by 3 or 7. It's all the factors, and that's every game, bro. But it's the factors of college football, which is why we love college football.
That's why we love college football, because anything can happen any given week, any given day, any given.
Here's what people don't. I think people don't look at as maybe much. Maybe this is me just saying it, but if you look at Anthony Richardson playing last year, he had
Connor. I appreciate you coming in, bro.
A really tough time. A really tough time getting that ball out of his hand, and he fell underneath pressure a lot. And if Utah can do that, it all depends on how Anthony Richardson plays. If Anthony Richardson plays like he played last year, I mean, they're not.
Well, let me get this out the way. We're gonna end it pretty soon, but let me get this out the way. Anthony Richardson threw 6 touchdowns, 5 interceptions last year. 2 of those interceptions were to Georgia. 2 of them were to LSU. When he was thrown in, not only against the best defense in the country at Georgia, and he was thrown in after Emory Jones. So I'm not trying to argue it for Emory or for Anthony Richardson, but I do think him having a whole offseason is gonna make him a lot better. And from what I've seen in practice and stuff like that, he just looks better.
Yeah,
he looks better to me.
He looks better to me. In the world.
He looks as expected.
Yeah, I think he has all the talent that he I mean, as a quarterback, sure. I mean, he's a big dude. He's a big boy, And not just that he can just run, but he can truck some people over too now. So you got to be careful.
He's like Tebow, but faster.
I think I broke Nebraska.
I think if we'll go ahead and finish this one as far as the spread and who will win. And I do want to talk about the Florida State LSU real quick. And
Georgia that's Tech. A good one too. All right, so anyway, I got Florida.
Okay,
I got Florida. I'm going homer pick. What y'all got?
I'm going Florida too. I don't think
Utah. My boy. I knew I liked you for some reason.
I mean, I'm going Utah just because Fishing picked Florida. What do you got, Daniel?
I'm going Utah 7 points.
7 points. Okay, yeah.
Then the reason why is because somebody might throw a shoe.
Well, nobody's throwing shoes, bro. Nobody's throwing shoes, bro.
Yeah.
Hit us with the all right, Florida State LSU game because
LSU. I like what do y'all thought? Florida State's already played a game today.
Yeah.
What did y'all think about the game? Like, do you think Florida State has a lethal offense, a good enough defense to hold LSU down? I mean, what do you?
We'll be super quick with this. I know we are trying to wrap it up. I'll keep mine fast too.
Yep.
1, Florida State played against a lesser team today, but they showed that they're going to go in. They're going to play their style of ball, which was good to see. 2, LSU. Yes, they didn't play a game, but they have the talent to where if Brian Kelly gets that team together and gets them right, they'll finish the year as a top 10 or top 15 team. They have the talent to do that. But now, can you do it? Yeah. So it's going to be it's a big matchups of the what ifs. This will be one of the biggest what if matchups of week 2. That's all I'll say.
So Nate, what you think?
Are we talking about the
LSU Florida State?
I think it's gonna be a close game in my opinion.
Go Beavs! Do we have an Oregon State fan in here?
Oregon State.
Hey, bro.
Connor Johnson to let you know.
Hey.
Wow.
Hey, bro.
Jemias Griffin.
Thank you
Connor
for coming
Johnson.
in, bro.
I trained him at one point. Jemias Griffin, the running back that transferred in from Georgia Tech. He had offers to bigger places, but went to Georgia Tech with Jahmyr Gibbs and a few others. But he's a good one, dude. He's a good kid, but he's also a beast. So
who that?
But
yeah, shout out Connor, bro. Thanks for coming in, bro. Yeah, what do you think, Nate?
I think it's going to be close, in my opinion, or my prediction, whatever it is. My prediction
J-Facts.
for the score is 34-27 FSU.
Ooh, with the upset?
Yeah.
Okay. Daniel?
I'm gonna have to say LSU. I just don't think Florida State is there yet. I think they're progressing better than last year. Brian Kelly, always a 10+ team win at Notre Dame, power 5 house. He's just a great coach. You can't he has the talent to do it. Top players that have talent to do it. He's just a great coach.
Yeah.
I don't see FSU LSU being a close game.
Uh,
I think he wins by 10.
Before
I'm gonna say this real quick.
Yeah.
During the off season, we kind of get our thoughts kind of get construed because kind of like with the Nebraska thing, people are like, yeah, Nebraska's going to be blah, 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 and then Nebraska comes out and loses. I think the same thing with FSU and with LSU. I think that they're both true. So, but I see this game as being kind of like Notre Dame and FSU. I think FSU puts up a good fight, but I think they lose.
Do you know what score?
I'm picking
41-38. Give me the same as the Notre Dame game.
Oh, okay.
I'm fine with that.
I'm picking LSU in that one as well. So
yeah,
that's me.
Yeah, I mean, LSU just has too much talent. The only problem with LSU, is that Brian Kelly doesn't have
a quarterback.
LSU talent. No, LSU has quarterbacks. Brian Kelly doesn't have talent where he wants it.
Yeah,
like a tight end and stuff like that, and the O-line, and LSU has big O-line problems right now, and that's what Brian Kelly does. So, Brian Kelly at Notre Dame has always had some of the best tight end rooms in America, and strong defensive and offensive line. So, give Brian Kelly a year. I think, I think TB said during toward the end of the year, LSU is going to get it put together because of that. And so, I think it'll be better toward the end of the year.
Before I go fishing football and TB,
I was going to say, we got final thoughts here.
I just want to say that I broke Nebraska.
You didn't break Nebraska, bro.
No, I did.
No. Nebraska broke Nebraska.
Oh, he's talking about that Nebraska.
Yeah.
Okay.
That poop with Nebraska. Yeah, just kidding.
Damn, son.
Well, see.
Okay.
I'm Nebraska's daddy.
Good deal.
Well,
Callie.
Well, I'm a Michigan man, so Michigan owns the freaking series, so yeah, Michigan. I mean, Nebraska hasn't won against Michigan since 2016. Pitiful. They can suck my corn. Okay, I'll go.
There you go.
All right, have a good night, guys.
You too, man.
That's a cool top fishing.
Yeah.
All right, y'all have a good night.
He's coming on the mic.
You too, man.
Yeah, I can hear it breathing into the mic. But I'll say this though. I think it's cool with that game. I'm glad we picked that. But the Georgia Tech Clemson one, I think Clemson should destroy Georgia Tech, especially after losing all that they lost this past year. If they didn't lose a lot, I'd be like, okay, cool. They may give them a run. I think that's an automatic win for Clemson. I think.
Yeah.
Do you know
it was close last year because Clemson had no offense at all. I think they get it figured out.
Georgia Tech had who they had, but now Clemson will have a better offense,
and Georgia Tech has nothing now.
Yes, so it's like
absolutely
the balance
nothing.
Went even more.
Facts. Yeah,
but whatever that spread
last
is,
game though, right?
I'm picking Clemson. I'm picking them to cut.
Who's the Dark Knight for you guys in the SEC East and West?
I know I'm going to sound like a homer, but everybody's picking Florida to go like fourth in the East, and I think they could be second.
Yeah, I think
in the West,
Florida or South Carolina.
I think
right.
South Carolina is better than what the schedule says they are.
Facts, yeah. Yeah. South Carolina could have a bad year schedule wise and record wise, but still be a better team, just because they have a bad schedule. And this is why I was telling Slim, if you're gonna look at me dead in my face and tell me that Florida doesn't have a rough schedule, I mean you're out of your mind.
No, they
Yeah,
do.
you got Texas A&M, Georgia,
Yeah.
LSU.
Yeah, back to back.
Tennessee.
Stop it. But anyway, of the SEC West, I'll say LSU.
I say
Who's
LSU
not for
too
that?
at the same time, but I think Mississippi State
For going
upset.
dark horse.
Mississippi's upset somebody.
Oh,
But I
yeah.
think
No,
honestly,
Mississippi State definitely is.
I agree.
I think
And, dude,
Georgia
the reason why I say that, dude, Mississippi State to me, like I said earlier, you don't have quarterbacks that throw the ball 40-plus times and are successful. You don't have that. So when you have Mississippi State out here throwing the ball 50 times on average a game, like Mike Leach is the type, if you try to outdo him, you're going to lose. And what Georgia realized real quick playing against Mike Leach, which is why I love Kirby, that man adjusts. He doesn't care about his philosophy. He wants to play what's going to beat that team. Dude, we ran zone the entire game against Mississippi State. Now, did their quarterback pick us apart through the zone? Yes, but we got out with a win. If you try to play man-to-man, Mike Leach is a genius against man-to-man. He knows how to get people to bite. He knows how to get people to hover, to whatever you want to call it, dude. To cheat, he's too good at it. So Georgia's thought process on that was like, we're just going to let you throw everything underneath where we can have somebody there, and your quarterback is going to mess up. When he messes up, we'll get the ball back. But we're not going to let you throw it over the top for 30 or 40 yards. And that's where Kirby to me, I'm like,
yeah,
dude,
and this is true. If you want to beat Georgia, you have to throw the ball.
Yeah, you have to.
Yes, thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
It's just what it is.
And what happened last year, Mississippi State, and this is to a lot of teams, they'll throw these little short routes because they think, oh, hey, I can get a few yards here and there. Our defensive line is taught to swarm to the ball. So last year you had Trayvon Walker at 290 pounds flow into the ball, and you're a running back or a small wide receiver trying to get an extra move in, and here comes a bus. Here comes Jordan Davis. So definitely.
I know you love you some Mike Leach, bro.
And
I'm not mad at you.
In the past 4 years, ain't nobody can run the ball in Georgia.
Yeah, well, since Kirby's been there, even we were losing a lot. Teams couldn't run the ball, but they could throw it over us.
Actually, Florida was the only team that has the most run yardage on.
Yeah, and that's only because Florida opened it up in the passing game. So yeah,
they did. And you guys actually ran the ball in different ways, dude. Y'all were hitting us with jet sweeps,
sweeps, wheel routes. Them wheel routes killed y'all.
Beautiful.
Them wheel routes were deadly.
But that taught, and Kirby had said it.
But that's game planning. That's Mullen. It's Dan Mullen.
No, that was McElwain.
I hate the guy, but I love the guy in different ways. But in that way, as far as game planning, I'm sorry to cut you off. But just in that way in game planning, Dan Mullen was great. But as a head coach, he's just not there. But anyway,
what I was saying was McElwain is the one that ran a lot on us. But Dan Mullen the year with Kyle Pitts and them
in the SEC East and West.
What'd you say?
Who's the overrated team in the West and East SEC wise?
I say overrated is probably going to be
Kentucky definitely. Kentucky ain't going to be good this year, bro. I'm not high on Kentucky.
Nature Boy said Will effing routes. Facts.
Will effing Rogers, bro.
I say Tennessee. Here's why.
I can see that too, and that's why I say
defense. And everyone knows the whole. Let's speed up the offense already. Defense is trash in Tennessee, and the whole speed. Let's snap the ball as quick as we can to score, and we see how that worked last year against.
Well, they're similar to Oklahoma.
Oklahoma's trash.
Similar.
I know. I'm just saying they're similar to that type of play. Like we can put up enough points early, we can try to break your spirits where you feel like you're having to play from behind. Not a lot of teams play great from behind, so that's kind of his philosophy is make them play from behind. So
you don't ever want to play from behind. Pause. Agreed. I mean, you don't. You really don't.
I don't mind.
Yeah.
Now, But yeah, no,
Seriously.
I agree, dude.
But yeah.
Same thing, dude.
All right, so yeah, in the East, it's Kentucky and Tennessee. In the West, it's A&M and Ole Miss. I will say. What you got, TV? And then we're gonna shut this thing down.
Nature Boy said she got a cough? ? He talking about playing from
Stop
behind.
it. See, you know we're getting too late here.
Yeah, your boy got his master's degree and now you playing from behind. Come on, man. Stop. He got his doctorate. Now he definitely playing from behind. No. Nature Boy, stop. Do that, man.
This is a clean, family-oriented channel.
Yes. With doctors.
Nature Boy.
with doctors.
All right. What you got, TB?
In what?
The West.
East and West.
Texas A&M.
Underrated teams.
Just Texas A&M.
I forget the damn.
Ole Miss, to me, Ole Miss can't be overrated because they're in the middle. They're projected to get 4th or 5th. Like they're not
right.
So I think Texas A&M to me. Too much of a recruiting class. Jimbo gonna crap the bed again. That's it. East is Kentucky.
I like it. Fuck Jimbo. I don't like Jimbo.
I said
family-oriented channel. Jimbo. What you think, Dana?
Hey, man.
And them as well.
Yeah. Final thoughts. What are your thoughts on that?
Texas A&M.
Just your question that you asked us.
I think that Texas A&M overrated. Here's why: because you're not beating. You're not going to beat Bama at least this year in Tuscaloosa. You're not beating them. Jimbo always finds a way to lose games. Should not lose to. I just don't think he has a good enough quarterback to be able to keep up with big name team.
I agree. I like it. Well, that's you ready to wrap?
So, bro, we've been going. Is this the longest show we've ever done?
No, last one went 2 hours and 45 minutes or 47.
Jesus Christ! Well, we're breaking close. I mean, does anybody have anything else they want to talk about? I don't mind staying on, but I'm just saying, we kind of covered everything.
Y'all
I think with it being week 0,
Florida's losing to South Carolina this year again.
Hold up. We got a
did he say who's losing?
Florida's losing to South Carolina this year again.
If I had a red buzzer, I'd beat the shit out of that thing right now.
But I say this though, I think the cool thing is what was different about this show.
Yes.
What was different about this show, but actually more exciting than any of the other shows, it was actually the first week recap game instead of just weekly. Hey, this is college football, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Like this was definitely different, but in more of a like. I like this more. I like being able to talk and actually have real stats.
Yeah, I like this too. And this is how the show is probably going to be, a little bit more, but it's going to be more balanced. It was more kind of a recap for 20 minutes because there wasn't many games played, but and then previewing the next games for a larger amount of time. The next shows we do, especially next week is going to be loaded because we're going to be reviewing all the games we talk about tonight, and this is going to be a weekly thing. So yeah, I mean, it's just going to be a little bit different, but kind of the same format.
Yeah.
Hey man, all I'm saying is,
I'm sitting here watching Nevada and New Mexico State, bro.
Bro, I'm watching.
I'm desperate, bro. Help me out, bro.
Hawaii. Vandy's 42, Hawaii 10.
Is that true?
Yeah, I'm watching it right now.
Damn. Well, I lost $5.
Yeah.
That's okay though. That's okay. I won 5 earlier though. So
hey, Fish, and I know that you go on a lot of other channels just as I do. I like to troll over there and High Tops over there. So.
Oh, I know you do. And I saw High Top troll Uncle Lou, and then Uncle Lou didn't do anything.
hey, Uncle Lou. Hey, I ain't gonna say.
Yeah, Uncle Lou could have.
He's legit. He's legit. Dude's wise in football. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and yeah. High Top has a good channel. I like High Top, and so does Lou. I like both them people. So
yeah, I'll tell you what though, y'all lose to Utah. I best believe I'm gonna be on there,
bro. Everybody on the internet's gonna be on there if we lose to Utah. And guess what? If we beat Utah, guess who's gonna be on the internet? Me. Me and me only. Me and other Florida fans. Ain't nobody want to hear that shit. So, bro. Stop it, bro.
Yeah, you're not lying.
People love to see you lose. It is what it is, and I'm okay with that.
I don't know, man. It's not just because we want to see y'all lose. It's because
You
y'all
can't tell me, bro. If I'm on here live during that game, and I'm the only one, and I'm the only Florida fan live, you gonna come on here and troll me, bro.
Listen, Florida fans have wet dreams like there is no tomorrow.
Well, some of them do. I'm not one of them.
Y'all have no wet dreams about Florida right now.
Yeah. I don't.
Nah.
Facts. Yeah, no, I'm good though. I'm live. I mean, we live, but I'm like I'm good. This was fun. I think I enjoyed this one a lot. Just like I said, it felt good to be in that. Just the mindset of like, okay,
bro, football's here, bro.
Yes, to be able to talk about.
I'm tired of saying, bro, I'm doing this too much. I'm doing it to be funny, but I'm tired of it.
What,
bro? Anyway, no, yeah, you're right.
I don't know what you're tired of.
I'm tired of saying, bro.
Oh,
bro.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah, it's okay, bro.
How about them dogs? That's what y'all need to say.
Man, we're going
again. I need to get me a red buzzer.
Go dogs! Sick.
I hit the hell out of that thing.
Until Saturday, we still the reigning national champions. I'm talking shit.
Yeah, and I
with my natty,
and
Stetson Bennett collecting Social Security and everything, still looking at everyone.
Exactly. He'll be selling cars next year, and yeah, he'll be looking good. Staquavius Bennett. Yep.
Right.
Good luck to him.
Tattoos everywhere now.
Yeah.
It'll be good to see that.
That man got him an NIL deal and said, "I'm gonna get a haircut and some tattoos."
Connor Johnson.
Exactly.
Bro.
Appreciate that, Jake.
Like 50 years old.
Yeah. Well, look. Hey, thank you.
Hey guys. Yeah. No, for real. We do got to end it. We've been going a while.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
We did have a loaded show. Daniel, I do appreciate you coming on here. I never talked to you, on stream or anything before, so it's good to have you here. So, TV, always to you. Hold up, real quick. Yeah, TV, any last words?
Shout out to Jacob. Yes, Crimson Tide next week will go great. Jay Shipes, Nature Boy, Connor Johnson. Who else am I missing?
My boys, everybody.
All the people that came.
I just posted Tiger Baskins channel in the chat. If you're not subscribed to TB, me and TB do this show every single Saturday. So, and it's on this channel once every 3 weeks for now. Don't know if it'll change or not, but yeah, it's on his channel other times. So, we still do the same exact thing we're doing tonight. So if you want to watch that, or not only that, you want to see some other stuff, you can go subscribe to TB.
Facts. You want to see some other stuff?
This is my first time on here, man. Y'all show some love to these guys, man. It's
facts, bro. For real, Daniel, I appreciate it, bro.
And look, before we
you've been trolly, but you a cool one. You a cool troll.
Yeah, I like the troll talk.
Before I do let you go, though, Daniel, I guess this is kind of important to tell you, but go dogs.
Go dogs.
There you go. That's good.
Fucking dogs.
That's all I had to say, bro. That's it. That was important, but I had to say it. But yeah, thank you, Daniel.
How many dogs do y'all own?
If you ain't dogging, I'm sorry about you, man.
How many dogs do y'all own?
Bro, we're all dogging. What you mean, bro?
We're all dogging. Respect
Daniel, do you have any dogs?
Nah, I don't have any dogs.
Bro, I got
neither of y'all own any dogs, but you say go dogs.
You know what? I do have a dog.
I say go Gators. I don't own a pet gator though, so I can't be critical. I can't be hypocritical.
Hey, but you own a baby lizard though. It's all right. You own a baby lizard.
Yeah, if I go buy a gecko, then I can say go Gators. I guess.
Facts, dog. I own a bunch of lot ladies, but I don't say go lot ladies.
Yeah.
Do all that.
Well, hey, bro.
You ain't respecting the G. I don't know about you.
Connor says I own a pet
the Gators.
I can believe that.
Hey, yeah, but let's just shut this thing down. I appreciate everybody coming in.
Yeah.
Like I said before, I went through the whole rundown, but yeah, everybody, Jacob, Jay Shipes, Nature Boy, Connor Johnson, everybody. So yeah, let's run this thing down. We out of here. Daniel, I appreciate you coming on, and Slim Shady for coming on, and my boy, ECG. East Coast Gridiron. That's my dude. He came on for a little while.
Leon.
FSU fan. He's very knowledgeable. I mean, he does NFL and college football. But anyway, yeah, bro, we got to shut this thing down.
Yeah.
And I appreciate y'all coming on.
Yep.
And thanks for watching. Leave a like on your way out if you want to. You don't have to.
See you next time, Daniel. I'll see you next week.
All right, TB. All right, Fisher.
Yes, sir.
See you, bro. See you, Fisher.
All right, dude.